What's up? All right, we're back. We're back. How's it going? Happy Tuesday. Welcome in. We got Vodka coming in with the first. Vodka, how's it going? Welcome in. How are you doing? How was the day today? We got Bluey coming in. Bluey with a quick and dirty hydrate.
Larry.
We got Ivy coming in here throwing evil Larry. What's up, Ivy? How are you doing? Welcome in. Dust, what's going on? Got new specs. Let's go. That's awesome. I feel like you went longer than anticipated without them. So welcome back to the land of vision and sight. We got Combiner coming in. What's up, Combiner? How are you doing? Welcome in. Happy Tuesday. We're back at it again with some Faith Day night. We are on a different day than usual. Obviously, you know, we've been streaming on Wednesdays for Faith Day night recently, but with the launch of Arknights Enfield tomorrow, we obviously had to move some stuff around, but I wanted to keep the momentum up with Faith Day night. This is our 4th stream for it. So we're going on to this will be like day 5, I think, technically. I know, you know, sequentially we're kind of all over the place, but like if you keep up with the game, day 5. 20 stream streak, let's go. Hell yeah. Thank you, Ivy. I appreciate the support. Sark has nice shenanigans. Nice. Who's on the team? Struggling with 919. Is that the boss for that chapter, Combiner? Learn to beat the shit out of a baby and get away with it. CPR training, let's go. Congratulations. Crack those ribs. Do whatever it takes. How's the training going? Is it like stuff? Is it like new stuff? And is it like super involved? Man, yeah. Combiner, that one gave me some trouble too. I remember, I think the stream that I got there, I couldn't beat it that night, and then the next stream where we went into it with a fresh set of eyes, we were able to get through it. But it was tough. Actual CPR itself, yeah. Don't they tell you to do the chest compressions to like the rhythm? I remember one place they were like, you gotta do like, you know, staying alive, or no, that was The Office. I think they were like, staying alive, ha 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 ha. Blah. What's going on, Vodka? 35 stream. Holy crap. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Thank you for the support. To staying alive, yeah. 100 to 120. It was The Office, right? I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that's when they did that. God, what a disaster of a sequence. You, what's going on? Welcome in. Happy Tuesday. How are you doing today? We take Bluey, I honored your hydrate. I honored your hydrate on the starting soon screen, but I'm gonna do it again. Not that I was going to not that I was sitting here waiting for an excuse to take a sip, and I'm just crediting you anyway. Imagine. I'm actually generally really good for the most part about like keeping hydrated. I have like pretty much at any stream I'll have like 3 drinks next to me, but I have to imagine that there is legitimately people that are streaming that do not drink anything. They are so locked in. They do not do anything unless they get the redeem. They're like, oh, a hydrate redeem. I haven't drank anything for 3 hours. Meanwhile, I probably don't go more than like, I don't know, 20 minutes without taking a sip. I should try and keep an eye on it. At the starting soon, or between starting soon and just chatting, I always will finish my tea, which is good to help my throat, and then wake me up a little bit because I do some caffeinated green tea. But then otherwise I have like a water, and generally like a seltzer water as well, that'll either entirely or mostly go through throughout the course of the stream. Mitim, Hibiscus Altar, Nightingale, Basis for Ho, Logo Surtur, Ascalon Warfare, and Valarfkin. It's a solid team. Vigna, nice. Vigna's good. Hibiscus Alt and Ho is probably a pretty solid combo. There's not that many Sarkaz Knights Vanguards. No, I'm confusing with someone else. I'm at the phase of allergies, so being sick from my nose and my mouth are fine, but my lips are so dry and dehydrated it feels like I have tape on my upper lip. Do you carry chapstick with you? Yeah, I made the mistake a while ago of made the mistake a while ago of, probably years ago, I should say, of starting to use chapstick. And then it's one of the things where it's like, oh, now my lips feel slightly dry, so I got to keep that thing on me. So chapsticks is in the rotation with freaking, phone, wallet, keys. It's also chapstick, and also generally for me, like AirPods as well. I do phone in one pocket, in my left pocket, and then my right pocket, wallet, keys, AirPods, chapstick, everything else basically. Cat, everything imaginable in the right pocket. But yeah, use chapstick or Vaseline. Sorry, don't do chapstick. Do Vaseline. Vaseline is what you're supposed to use on your lips if they're chapped, and they will legitimately like heal your lips, and then you don't get the like addictive nature of chapstick, where it's like basically cheap thrills. That's pretty much all chapstick is cheap thrills for your lips. But I'm a sucker. My CPR is on 120 beats per minute. You host. Hell yeah. I haven't had to I don't think I've had to go through CPR training. I probably should. It's one of those things where it's definitely like good to get CPR certified, right? Just in case, because you never know when like a situation could come up. 24 hours left. You home stretch. Can you believe it? I'm super excited. Yeah, we'll be live earlier. We'll be live probably like 7:30 Eastern tomorrow. I'll get the YouTube waiting room up, and then stream announcement will be normally a few hours before. But I'm looking forward to it. This is why you got no pocket space. The 4 slaps of checking my pocket, wallet, phones, key, knife. There was a little phase where I carried a knife, but then I was like, I don't actually have a use for this. But I don't know. Streets are kind of dangerous these days. And granted, I'm a white as fuck boy, but you never know. Self-defense of another is legal in some states, so maybe I should keep that thing on me. But I recently moved we were talking about the humidifier in my room, because I remember I told you guys, like, I was like, oh, I don't really want this to set off the fire alarm or anything. I tried it. It did not set up the fire alarm. Knock on wood that it doesn't ever happen. But because Dust told me, you were like, oh, it's water vapor, should be fine. So I took you at your word for it, and it was fine. And I felt a little better with a high power humidifier right by my face while I was sleeping. But man, I've never had such a problematic winter when it comes to like not even allergies, just like something like the congestion and like dryness of my nose has been like probably pretty noticeable for probably a month and a half at least, maybe even more, because I'm pretty sure I picked up nasal spray in November. I feel like I remember. I don't know why I remember that, but I'm pretty sure I remember getting nasal spray for the first time in November, and that was after already being like a little congesty for a bit. And now, like I said on like Twitter and Blue Sky, I was like, I've just been mag dumping that thing into my nose all the time. I'm doing a little less, so I'd like to think that the humidifier helps a bit. Usually don't detect smoke itself. It's usually CO2. I hope so. I've had run-ins. It's gone off before from like my air fryer, or just like cooking on the stove. So like I had to rearrange where I have my air fryer, because I used to be on like a different section of my counter, and now I have it just. I actually just pull it out onto my stove if I'm not doing anything on the stove top, just so I can have the little fan on top of that active while I'm cooking. Because like if you throw in, for example, I do a lot of like frozen stuff in there to heat it up. So like, I make like mozzarella sticks, or if I make like there's these frozen plant-based sausages that I'm a big fan of. They're Impossible brand, and you throw them into the air fryer after you preheat it a little bit. They start steaming. So that triggered it once, and I was like, oh Jesus Christ. So it wasn't like activated the sprinklers, but the fire alarm was going off, so that wasn't fun. So yeah, I try and avoid that. It's not very fun for me or my cat in a small apartment in the very center of a building on the second floor. I'm like the furthest from a set of stairs. Like I can book it, don't get me wrong, or I'm jumping out the window and taking a broken ankle. but I'd rather not have to. So try to support Logos, because yeah, Logos is really good combiner. If you ever get if you get a chance to get him, he's baby girl and good. Confused doesn't equal Steam. Yeah, it's just like something is in fact burning air. Yeah, I'm optimistic. I think it should be fine. Basically, I'm basically just, you know, not taking any chances is kind of what I'm trying to say. You went in city slicker. Hey, I had to go to the city last week. When a mountain lion pulls up in the morning, life in the foothills moment. That's crazy. Dog, you squared up with a mountain lion with a like pocket knife from Home Depot or something? What are you talking about? I know for a fact I ain't, but I don't know. I guess if push comes to shove, if you can't outrun it and you got to do something, fine. Yeah, you know what? I get it. I talked myself into it. I was questioning it, and I was like, no, you know what? It's better something than nothing. So, yeah, I get you. But yeah, I don't spread out the stuff in my pockets at all. I got to keep phone alone in one side and then everything else on the other. But I did recently swap to one of those like much slimmer, smaller wallets. I think like one of the brands is the Ridge, I think it's called, and you know, the small little like metal one where you can just slide some cards in, because I got one that has Gargura on it when I went to a con last year, so that's what I've been rocking for a wallet. So it takes up less space. Actually, I think my keys take up the most amount of space, because I have like my car key, which is one of those like switchblade ones where you press a button and it goes whoosh, spins around, and then I have like some key fobs. I have like 2 key fobs and like 3 or 4 keys. I probably could take I probably need the keys just in case. You never know. I don't know. I don't pull up to Mama Bloom's house uninvited all that often, so I don't know. Probably, but also like the one key isn't going to make that much of a difference really. So I do have them, I just don't have them E2. Oh, I see. Yeah, it's tough riding that balance, right, combiner. It's if memory serves, what worked for me was a series of like fast redeploys and then just like a bunch of aerial damage. So like Golden Glow was good. Unless you're Mikochi and don't realize humidifiers need water to work. No, don't worry. I know that. If there's nothing coming out of the humidifier, I gotta fill her up. Soggy, what's going on? Welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Buckana. How are you doing? Welcome in. I have a folding knife and a fixed blade. Gotten the job in dangerous situations. That's crazy, dude. Soggy, where you're at, do you have threats of wildebeests or mountain lions? 1.5 mountain lions. What is the half? Was it a child, or did you just narrowly escape a situation so it didn't fully count a juvenile? Oh my god. Deer? You got deer running up on you? That's insane. Traumatized myself talking about college. No, I do kind of miss college though. College, simpler times. All right, wrapping up my tea. We'll be jumping into the game shortly. Deer crossing sign on the way to my local park. Oh, so they're not like the ones in Japan in the deer park. Oh dear. Boo. I laughed. Boo. All right. Cool. Do I have everything set up? But by the way, I didn't say anything at the start, but sorry for being a few minutes late. My the multi-stream got all messed up when I opened up OBS today. I needed to like reset up a bunch of stuff, so I was doing that while trying to eat dinner. I was like, it's not gonna happen for 8 o'clock. So I got that squared away, and then I enjoyed the rest of my pasta, and then leisurely strutted to the go live button at approximately 8:05. So, but we're back. We're here. Elk, their great size only surpassed by their inconceivable stupidity. Yeah, they're funny animals. Speaking of though, the deer cams have been pretty good lately. I still gotta make that video. I still gotta make that video, but I don't know. I don't know what's up. Unfortunately, despite the fact that your boy's been doing the regular posts for shorts, most of them are really not doing nearly what they used to. So I don't know what's up. I don't know what's up. Like I said, I'm not getting super discouraged. Like I still got a bunch of stuff to post and I'm still gonna keep doing it, but it is a little annoying, I gotta say. It's a bit frustrating when they're like, ooh, post every day, keep posting regularly. So I post at the same time, same-ish content. I'll vary the descriptions and stuff to make sure, you know, see what's gonna work. And then, you know, I've tried doing the same things that work, and then sometimes it does. I don't know. It's a very volatile thing, so it is what it is. I'll end up most likely reposting ones that don't end up doing that well, but I probably won't do it within the same month. So you guys might see some repeat posts for certain ones, especially on the YouTube side. That's pretty much what I primarily do. All right, that's how Mike calls the group chat. What is it? The brown boy. I'm pretty sure they liked it. Shout out to the brown boys. Hell yeah. Hope they're all doing well. Putting into a hairy Prius size. Yeah, those are very specific. Too scared on the way across your lawn. Dude, what kind of crazy neighborhood you live in? Insane. Yeah, I don't know. I was standing at my window when I was like getting ready this morning. And I saw on this this is gonna sound pretentious. I saw on the golf course in my backyard. There's a golf course that I can see from my back window. But I saw on the golf course through my backyard this like this big like, speaking of golf, what's up, golf? How are you doing? Dog like thing, and I was like, oh, is that a coyote? So I saw like what I thought was like a coyote like walking through. I was like, Jesus Christ. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time I've seen a coyote strutting around, but I was like, I feel like they're normally in packs or something. It's like kind of like a random place for them to be. And then randomly I saw like a person right behind him. I was like, I squinted, I like zoomed in a little bit with my eyes, and it was just a German Shepherd, but looked kind of skinny. I gotta say, the German Shepherd looked kind of skinny and definitely wasn't on a leash. So, and it was early. Okay, I've been up for like 15, maybe 20 minutes at that time. So, I don't know. But anyway, yeah. I know, I'm white. The problem with moose is they know where you live. Moose are scary. Moose are problems. They do not tango with them. Ask any Alaskan or Canadian which animal they hate the most in their country. They won't say wolves or coyotes or bears, or say elk or moose. Is it literally just the unpredictability of them? Because like, at least like, yeah, the others will all generally follow expected behavior. The other freaks of nature might just pull a fast one on you. Man, it's been so long since we watched nature documentaries. We really got to try and slot one in. The problem is there's so many, we've got our hands full with so many games, and it's not a bad thing. Like, I really enjoy all the stuff we're doing. It's just like, it's like a good problem to have, trying to balance it all. Meanwhile, Girls Frontline 2 and Hollow Knight Silk Song found dead in a ditch. So, whoops. They would have swim and dive. They got no business doing that. Dude, it's crazy. You see the video of them sprinting through snowbanks? It's nuts. Big, heavy, stupid. They get scared by anything, like elephants, if they weren't intelligent. Oh my god. I will never forgive you. I'm sorry. Listen. I'll make it up. I'm trying to make it up for you. We're doing Fate Stay Night. Fate Stay Night's been pretty consistent so far. 4 weeks in a row, baby. Would Rosmantis work? You know, I've actually only used Rosmantis a couple times, so I'm not the Rosmantis expert. Their light event? Oh, I haven't done that. I'll do that soon. Team requirement is ZP down. Ooh, yeah, it's over. Best of luck, though. I believe in you. All right. Let's jump into the game. I'd only be at a shoulder. Top of their head would be like 3 whole feet. Dude, they're nuts. They're crazy. I hope I never have to run into one. I'm very content with seeing what looks like coyotes across the backyard. Okay, like trust me, I'm not going toe to toe with many things in nature. All right, so we're due continue, and I think the only thing that I want to just kind of keep in mind still is anytime we have to make choices, I think the recommendation was to try and do saves. Should I do saves on top of old ones, or should I do separate save slots every single choice? I feel like the separate separate save slots for each choice might get a little repetitive, but is the safer bet just in case, especially if we want to go do other paths. That'll save us a little time. Separates up to 10. Okay, I see you. With the car, the moose walks away fine. Oh god, yeah, no, dude. Save over everything, lock in. final answer. Bzz. I will probably stick to my guns unless we legitimately like lose. I don't know if it's possible to lose, but I assume there is like a concept of bad endings. So everyone knows giraffes are big, we just don't realize how big. Like their heads alone are bigger than your door frame. Brother, you know what? Maybe humans got no business being here. Actually, I don't know. Giraffes are pretty chill, but I don't know. Again, I wouldn't mess with it. Now I want to go to a zoo. When it's warm out, remind me, guys. I'm gonna go to the zoo. I'm gonna find a girlfriend, and we're gonna go to the zoo. Kick a lion straight in the dirt? No, but now I want to. Wouldn't say giraffes are chill. What? But they eat plants. They're fine. Right? They're chill-ish, chill adjacent. You could just say you're never going to this. Look you. You go aggro. Dinner plate sized feet. Bro, that's a hoof. That would be a swift kick to the sternum. That wouldn't feel that great. All right. I awake to darkness. Hello, Cheeto Emiya. What's your first name? Cheeto. I think I forgot. What's your first name, buddy? Cheeto. Yes. Okay. Cool. Cheeto Emiya. I guess I'm not much for dreaming unless something big happens. I always have the same dream anyway. Sword? Saber? I always envision a sword. Oh my god. It was meant to be. Shiro Emiya. Got it. Locked in. Tofu, what's up? How are you doing? Welcome in. Happy Tuesday, my friend. What's up? I have no idea why, but that's the only thing that pops into my head. There's no rhyme or reason to it. Perhaps this is what defines me as, well, me. As Shiro Emiya. I don't have any dreams of my own. The only things on my mind while I sleep are what others taught me long ago. That's kind of a crazy dream. You just envision a sword. That's kind of tough, not gonna lie. That's the teenage male sword fixation. Yo, so true. Get this guy, excuse me, a good stick, a good solid stick. I want Shiro's sword. What's up, perpetrator? Yo, hold on. Pause. Be transferring mana with Shiro. I mean, I'm down. I've only seen him like once though. Much rather hang out with Rin. But for example, on how to be a mage. Even if I'm not a full-fledged mage, it's only natural for a mage to be aware of the world they're in. But simply, a mage is an irregular, an outcast from society. But even outcasts need to band together to survive. My old man told me there's a society of mages called a Mages Association. He also told me I shouldn't ever get involved with them. RIP. The Mages Association is said to conceal the existence of magecraft and manage mages. The Mages Association watches over mages and makes sure their magecraft doesn't affect society. The strange thing is that they don't really prohibit mages from abusing magecraft either. According to Kiritsugu, the Mages Association is only interested in concealing mystics. Even if, say, a mage carried out an experimentation that sacrificed, let's say, a lot of citizens, the association wouldn't punish them. Their priorities are expressly in preventing the public from becoming aware of magecraft, which does not mean magecraft is completely banned. That seems a little silly. So they're just kind of like, they literally exist just to cover it up. Wouldn't it be easier to achieve that goal by not letting people do things like that and dissuading that behavior? I don't know. Honestly, anything goes as long as the truth doesn't come out. At least that seems to be how that insane bunch conducts themselves. Whatever it is, the Mages Association surveillance is absolute. Typical magecraft research sacrifices the lives of ordinary humans, which in turn risks revealing the existence of magecraft to the world. As such, the Mages Association doesn't permit research that would harm society. Oh, that makes sense. But they're not going to punish you if you do harm society. They'll just cover it up. Honestly, what's stopping people from just being nefarious? They'll be like, hey, I kind of caused the problem, and now a lot of society is dead and people are asking questions. Go cover it up. And the Mage Association should be like, yes, honey. And then you're good, and then you keep going. Well, TC is high jump, you fall from him. He does high jump and on like track. I do, they got a sword as a present for himself during his wedding. Oh man, I low-key do kind of want to go through like a quarter life crisis and start buying a bunch of swords that I can hang on my wall, because I think that'd be really cool. And also, listen, we were just talking about, you know, having run-ins on the street. Imagine how that mountain lion would feel if Vodka pulls out a freaking For Honor ass medieval sword, right? Which one would you get first? I'd probably go with a weeb ass like katana, but also I feel like something like a legit master sword would be really cool. I know a smith, like a legit smith. You joke, but I did have a real sword at one point. I'm not even like, I don't even think it's like a problem. Like, I'm pretty sure Cousin Bloom went through like a little bit of a quarter life crisis and has a bunch of swords. Oh, they wouldn't progress magecraft and they're about progression. That's an interesting lens to look at, Perpetrator. I see you. They wouldn't care unless you accidentally reveal magecraft to civilians. That's good. I'm a rapier enthusiast. Yo, actually, a rapier would be pretty cool. Very, what do you call it? Like noble. I would absolutely do like a fencing class or something. That would be so fun. I probably would want like a variety. A rapier would be cool. That's how'd you get into my room? Wait, with a montante. And a montante and a longsword. Why? I don't know what a montante is off the top of my head, but let me see. Oh, with the little like the ridgy thing between the handle and the edge. Very big boy. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Okay. I didn't know the government. Damascus steel. Ooh. Do you know Jesse Who? Is that the person you're talking about? Do you know them like personally, or just like they're like a creator? Ornamental swords are so cool. All right, good. Don't talk me into buying a sword, guys, because I'm gonna do it. I'm impressionable. Okay, shut up. You guys know I'm impressionable. Shut up. Deep battles and Forge and Fire. Ooh, that's so cool. You like Irene? Ah, shit, you're right. You're right. I could. An auto mod getting Vodka for literally like the most, honestly, one of the more nice things that they've said. Bitch ass. Not impressionable enough to get Night Rain. You're right, actually, but I told you it's not crossplay. If it was crossplay, if it was crossplay and I could have played with you with you on your Xbox, I would get it. I probably would have got it already. Chivalry. I'm a rapier main, as was been on my mind. Ooh, nice. I just picked up For Honor because it was like $4. I'm going to PC soon. Dude, you better do it soon. Prices are getting nuts, man. You actually should get it soon. Saki, if that person has like any videos or anything, definitely send them my way. I'd take a look. I'd take a peek. I like sabers. I think I do want a rapier though. I think I talked myself into getting a rapier. You know, they're still selling a banger for $18.99. That's actually nice. Good. Take advantage. Okay, I only got 2 stars. That's how I feel a lot of times, Combiner. Just keep it going. We'll be able to get a pretty good price. What do you mean by that? What do you mean prices are getting expensive? They're expensive now. I know, but they're getting even worse, right? People stop AI coping. They're making losses. Good. Good. OpenAI can go bankrupt and cease existence. Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that be a good way for 2026? That'd be such a W. That'd be such a W. OpenAI just runs out of money and they're forced to shut down. Wouldn't that be cool? We can dream, right? How did Twitch ask me if I wanted to say that? Dude, Twitch has it out for you. It's taken out back, literally. Already Boeing levels of sketchy. Exactly. Take him out like George kills Lenny. Please. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. It's such a nasty cyclical thing that we're in where like society is being trained to become reliant on it, and like it'll reach a point where it's not going to be free anymore and they'll need to charge for it, and they've already eroded people's ability to think for themselves, and people are just going to pay for it. Like what they know for a fact that at some point they will say ChatGPT is no longer free, you have to pay for it for everyone, and a lot of people are going to do it regardless because they are entirely dependent on it, and it's pathetic. Probably won't run out of money. Oh no, like they said like it's they're not making money. They're scheduled to lose like 20 something million dollars by next year. That came out like recently. What's up, Mirror? How's it going? Only because RAM price. Yeah, that's what we were just talking about, Mirror. It's crazy. Insane. Send their kids back to summer camps. Yeah, go to summer camp. Another attack on my own sovereign mind. It's out here. We out here. Mirror, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. All right. Let me get off my soapbox. But at least we're all. Generally, I do find we are quite all aligned on things, which is very nice. It is nice to be able to preach a bit and not have anyone disagree with me. Not to say that we should get in any sort of like hive mind type thing, and not do research and just further erode ourselves, but like generally the people who don't do research think oppositely. Anyway, okay, like I said, tangent aside. Disagree on one thing. Swire's the best Arknights character, okay? So mages sometimes go into hiding and escape the association's scrutiny and oversight. Yeah, so like I'm assuming the association probably doesn't know of what Emmy is doing. I can't imagine. So there may be some mages living in this town and I just don't know it. Oh, wait, hold on. Maybe he does. Maybe he does. No, because he's not with the association. So how would he know? How would he know? If he's not affiliated with them, how would he know who is affiliated with them, or who isn't affiliated with them for that matter? I don't know. Don't read into it. I also hear Fuyuki is a spiritual hotspot of sorts. That probably means there's some prestigious mage with a storied history living here. They're called second owners, elite mages the association entrusts to watch over territory. Other mages who live in the same area must visit these second owners first to get permission to build their workshops. My old man was an outlaw who cut ties with the association and moved here without the consent of Fuyuki's second owner. Was did they say was Rin's was Rin's dad the second owner, or is that going to end up being like Kirei? Maybe Rin is with the maybe Rin is with the association, and that's why Kirei was talking about them. Did say something about them being in charge of Fuyuki. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. So cool. That makes sense. So Emiya is the one who, much like his adopted father, is kind of like separated from the association, and that's why Rin obviously doesn't know that he knows any magecraft, even if he is failing. What Emmy's doing is probably like a child drawing with chalk on the pavement compared to Picasso. Yeah, poor guy. Benny cult not real. We can be real if you want us to. Thrown away, our family is a bunch of trespassers living in a house without permission from the landlord. Squatters! Which means the second owner doesn't know that Kiritsugu Emiya was a mage. So I tend to feel like our family status as mages is kind of unclear. But then my old man, the bona fide mage, died. And even though I'm his disciple and son, I don't know a thing about the Mages Association and have no real knowledge about being a mage. I have a feeling the association would want to dispose of someone like me, but they haven't made any sort of move. Apparently the Mages Association doesn't have many eyes in Japan, so that's probably why I haven't been found yet. That's kind of interesting. That kind of sets the stage for there being like another Fate series that is in like a different area, that's like very tied to the association, right? I feel like they do a good job at building blocks. I don't know how sequentially this fucking series works. I know it's absolutely convoluted, so like I don't even want to get into that conversation right now. I'm just gonna say that. I'm just gonna say words, and I know that it's probably like I know that there's probably tons of series in different places, and it's all over the place, and that's the one thing that's probably kept me from checking it out up until this point. That doesn't mean I can let my guard down. The eyes of the Mages Association are said to be everywhere, and if someone commits a crime using magecraft, the church's heretic hunters will make their move. Using magecraft, however half-assed you may be about it, makes you enemies. So, with all that in mind, I honestly just want to study being a mage on my own. I wake up as the sunlight starts to pour in through the window. Looks like the sun's just now coming up. It's still dark out. Yo, so true, buddy. I get up, trying not to let the morning cold discourage me, and quickly fold up my futon. It's 5:30. I've always been an early riser. No matter how late I go to bed, I might mess up once in a while, like yesterday, but that's rare. Well, isn't Sakura gonna make breakfast with you? I let Sakura do all the work yesterday, so it would just look kind of bad if I didn't return the favor this morning. My man, let's go. I should hurry up and finish making breakfast before Sakura comes. So, the second night is when Sakura has that run-in with the blonde dude on the street, right? So that's what we can expect to see, probably from a different POV today, perhaps. That's why Fate has so many spin-offs. Yeah, exactly. Excuse me being a local, so he's at most a dude that doesn't know who's in charge at all. Yeah, but he's like illegal. Well, if Shiro happens to see that. Oh, you're right. It is entirely POV. Well, we'll at least get details probably leading up to it, right? What happened with Ron again? Ron. Oh, sorry, Rin. Sorry, I was like, what the? No, you're good. You're good. Yeah, no. Basically, we saw what seemed like she died, and then it was fade to black, anime opening, and now we're in Emiya's POV. Ronald. Remember, Fate Stay Night is the Arknight's main story, and every side event is a different spin-off. Okay, so Fate Stay Night is the original, though. So who the heck is Ron? Just tanked it and got out of bed immediately. Dude, I could never either. This is the OG, sweet. Well, not the original of the universe, but the original of the IP. Got it. Okay. Well, that's helpful. That's helpful then. So yeah, so any building blocks will most likely at least stem from here, which is cool. So yeah, let me while we go through some of the larger world building stuff, I will probably spitball some stuff as we get more. Original of the universe. What is Unlimited Blade Works? Is that just like an arc of Stay Night? Witch of the Holy Night. That's pretty cool. Tsukihime. That's a different it's a separate route. Oh, okay. Tsukihime is that other game, right? We're on the Fate route now. Sweet. Okay, cool. I cook rice and make miso soup. I should try doing that for breakfast one day. I don't actually eat that. I don't eat breakfast all that often. Every once in a while I'll go through like some phases, especially when I'm sick. I'll always end up making breakfast. It helps me feel better. I think make miso soup for me every day. I only have miso soup like packets. I don't know how to make it fresh. But recently I think I told you guys I was doing like some toast with like egg on it and some salt and pepper. That was good. I also have avocado, so I can do like avocado toast. Doesn't know I just proposed to him in Japanese. Crazy. Let's move in together. Yesterday, the soup had daikon, radish, and carrots, so I'm making onion and potato miso soup today. Avocado toast is so good. Very pretentious feeling, but it tastes so good. I make the egg omelet and use the leftover konyaku to simmer it with bonito flakes. I make incisions into the sari fish, which will be the main dish, and sprinkle it with a little salt. All I have to do is boil it, but that can wait until the last minute. I gotta say, the concept of having fish in the morning is a little crazy to me. For when you're moving out to where I live, yo, it's popular there, right? Don't take my cat. I used to not eat breakfast, start a gym, and now I do it sometimes twice a day, perma hungry in the mornings. It's a good habit to be in, you know? Morning fish is so good. I don't know. It's just like a different thing, right? You know, I'll have to try it sometime. We fish noodles in the morning in Vietnam. That's cool. I don't know. Like I said, I'm a white American boy. I'm like eggy breakfast. Other work yesterday, supplied us with the most unreasonably good breakfast burritos. Ooh. You guys are making me hungry. I literally just had a shit ton of pasta for dinner and I'm hungry. I know Perpetrator said last time that they were like, oh man, Fate always makes me hungry. I'm like, shit. I think this is happening to me too. Kind of accompany them on the boat. That's cute. I'm hungry. A fake cooking show for a reason. Oh man. They're too good at describing it. They go into such detail. It's almost 6. I finished earlier than expected, so I have some time on my hands. So, what should I do with this extra time? Oh no! Oh no, a decision! Oh, okay, good. I was worried. I thought I was gonna have to make a decision already. Morning exercise is my daily routine, so I might as well do some light workouts. Hell yeah, let's go. Get it, buddy. The hushed atmosphere of an empty dojo encourages one to focus. And in the morning, just as the sun rises, its serenity makes the mood even more sacred, enthralling whoever visits the site. That is pretty nice, actually. There's only one thing I do here. Ever since my old man died, the dojo has turned into just a gym to train my body. Training to be a mage means I can't neglect training my body. One of the conditions of being a mage is maintaining yourself at your physical peak. When Kiritsugu was still alive, he and I sparred often. Well, more than that, he just kicked my ass every time, so I never really learned how to win myself. But at least I learned the differences between a fight and a battle. In other words, I learned the difference between killing and beating an opponent, and how to conduct myself in each situation. Knowledge and experience are different. I feel like he's talking big talk, and he's not actually all that good a fighter. I'm pretty sure that isn't bro an absolute boy failure. Like, I don't know. Maybe if he's going to toe to toe with, I don't know. Maybe by comparison with, like, you know, summons. So yeah, by human standards, he seems like boy failure. I know he's gonna boy failure his way to Saber, right? Nozame, what's going on? Welcome in. Unrobe yourself. What the? How you doing? Happy Tuesday. Welcome in. Oh, it's workout time. Thank you. I get it. Extra CCC. What do you mean by that? That like 18 plus. Good boy. What the? Okay, shower me with praise. I'll take it. Separate spin-off manga just for cooking. Oh my gosh. It was like reading any A Song of Ice and Fire book when George R. Martin starts describing food. Oh man. Is your first route? Yeah. First time playing it at all. It's our 4th stream. And compared to Servants, yeah, exactly. My first experience with Fate 2. Let's go. Going through it together. Knowledge and experience are different. Without the knowledge to know the difference, it's hard to tell if you've gotten yourself into a fight or a massacre. It's as simple as that. Learning magecraft means that there is a risk of perishing on your own, as well as the risk of having to fight.
Larry.
Looming. The little bird chirping in the background. And to mages, that means killing each other. That's why Kiritsugu wanted to teach me that I must always be ready to face death. But the person reminding me that the lesson of that lesson is long gone. So the only thing I can do alone is some simple exercises. Thank you. I don't want to make fun of him because he's grieving. I'm just gonna express a little frustration. What's up, Speedrunnist? How you doing? Welcome in. Hello. Let me express a little frustration at the fact that half of his lines are just like, man, Dad's dead. Man, my old man's gone. Man, he used to tell me how to do this. Man, I don't know what to do without him. I'm like, man, I feel bad, but like, I don't know, do something. Say other words.
Oh, dang it.
That's crazy.
Oh, dang it. Oh.
That's crazy. What do you mean? I'm a fan of the Fate franchise. Let's go. Welcome in. This is my, we were just saying, this is my first exposure to the Fate series, Speedrunners. I have not, I don't have any experiences. This is my fourth stream. We're on day like 5, I think, hanging out with Emiya here. Welcome in. My superhero died. Whatever am I to do? I know I feel bad, but hitting him with the stick and be like, come on, do something. He'll pull himself together, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. 9 spin-off series? Insane. Yeah, Speedrunners, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. We looking forward to seeing more Rin, hopefully, soon. I miss her. How are you? What's up, Luna? Welcome in. How are you doing? I'm doing good. How are you? Hanging out with Emiya right now, though. Did Emiya see Rin at all on day 2? I don't think so. Forcing toxic masculinity stereotypes. What? Expect teenage boy to hide all his emotions about a missing father. Stop! And he's not missing, he's dead. Shut up. I'm just kidding. He should express emotions. I'm just saying it's just the same, like, I am a mechanist, you know? Isn't this day 2? This is day 2 for Emiya. This is like day 5 total, right? Because it was 3 days of Rin, and now day 2 of Emiya. Yeah. That's kind of how I'm trying to measure it or keep track of it. Just because it's like February 1st or something, right? Sure, not too bad. Yeah, no, I think he's a good boy, but definitely a little bit boy failure-y. You know, I was dating him. Sorry for your loss. Be a bit of a hard ass on Shiro at times. Good. You should. Doing the women. I wish men talked about their feelings. You not like that. You're boring me. Shut up. Shut up. After I stretch to warm up, I focus on my inner strength and begin my exercises. As I train my body, I assess how my magic circuits affect my blood flow, my skeletal frame's creaking, the fatigue I feel, and how much all that distracts my thoughts. What's he doing? Push-ups? 100. You're skipping a few there. Can I do that? Can I do 3 push-ups and be like 20, 50, 70? Even simple push-ups can train my magic circuits as long as I focus on my mental state rather than putting physical weights on my body. He's cheating! With no proper mentor teaching me magecraft, morning training is no different than what most sports clubs do, and they become very important for me. To join a club. Shut up is so powerful, it buffered my stream. Good. Hey, Sakura! Yeah, we made it for you. They're not gonna make the voice actor count to 170. No, I know. Imagine though. Sakana. She's so cute. She's so cute. Sakura is clearly eager in her reply, and coming in behind the ever-dependable Sakura. Taiga. Taiga. Extra, Extella, Acrophia? What does that word even mean? Samurai Remnant, that sounds edgy. Strange Fake, is that the new one? I saw something pop up recently about Fate on Crunchyroll. Yeah, nice. For those of you guys watching it, how are you liking it? Hollow Arataxi. There's some crazy names, man. What the heck? Don't forget my favorite tower defense game, Capsule Servant. Hey, yo, is that real? Strange Fake has been releasing like the last year's one episode a year. Oh, wait, what? Separate concurrent FGO manga. See, this is why this series is intimidating from the outside, okay? Like, what do you mean? What are you talking about? Why do I gotta look up like a guide to just to follow this? It's like worse than the Marvel Cinematic Universe trying to follow that shit. Said this about Arknights too? No way. Did I? I probably did. But I don't know. At least Arknights is all in one place. At least it's all in one game. You know? And especially now they have like the timeline stuff, which is very helpful. Commander, thank you for the hydrate. Full of references. Interesting. Oh, Ataraxias. Am I saying that correctly? Sequel to this game. Is that another game? Like the Ryan Lab manga? Okay, the way that they handle the mangas is disappointing. Because they could do it better, right? They have the ability to do it better and they don't. That's what upsets me about it. They could mention it in other places or link out to the website that they host that has the manga so people can read it, and they don't. You have to figure it. You have to learn about it elsewhere. Like all I'm saying is just like they should have like a place where they're just like, hey, we make manga for certain series. Ryan Lab, you interested? It takes place before here. Take a look. Click here. You know? I don't get it. Upload to Manga Dex? You're right. Remastered on Steam? Ooh. Alright, we'll have to see. Maybe. We'll see what kind of mood we're in and how long this playthrough takes. At this rate, we keep getting distracted and we're never going to finish it. But I think I said last week, I am definitely like super duper really interested in like continuing this. Obviously, like I'm making efforts to keep it consistently on the schedule as well. So Taiga. Sorry, what did Vodka say something crazy about Sakura? Sakura's so cute. I become a house husband and cook for her every day. I hope she likes 1 protein shake and 1 protein bar for breakfast. Okay, so she will actually end up being the one to make breakfast every day, but you can say you're making breakfast. Good job. Fujine casually heads to the table. Let's just ignore her. I need to grill the prepared fish. Bumps on the surface. Sakura reaches far to take out the plates. As she reaches out, I think I see a faint bruise on the back of her hand. Is this why you've been coming here?
Sakura,
the music stopped. She averts her eyes, looking uneasy. Reaction makes how she got the bruise clear. Bro, as if this guy couldn't get any worse. Why was he introduced? Well, like, why did Emiya introduce him as like, oh yeah, no, he was my friend. He's my friend. This is my friend's sister. Like, what? And then he was like, what? It was like a douche in class. So like, what? I don't like this guy. Gotta kill him. Taker and order are all contained, so they're not connected to Fate Stay Night. Interesting. You gotta kill him. 1 day a week means we're 11 months total. Oh my god. No way. Yeah, it is meant to be the chiller one, exactly. So it is what it is. I mean, like, if it takes forever, as long as we're gonna enjoy it. Would you introduce vodka as a friend? Or me? Yes. No questions asked. Vodka though. I don't know. I think some people like Shinji in school. First, you'd have to introduce vodka. You're right. Can't graduate until true end. It's on tape. What? If you had vodka, I'm just teasing. Anyway, we're gonna go kill Shinji, guys. Even if that's true, I'm still gonna believe that he did it so we have an excuse to beat him up. That's a cover up. Alright, he's getting a little how do I say this? I don't want to say like hot-headed. Hot-headed's the wrong word. It's not something that sort of this sort of situation isn't something that you can force out of people. Emiya. Well, we talked about him a little bit last time. Did someone describe him as, like, was it impulsive? Was it Issei? He can explode. Yes, maybe that's what it was. Yeah. In which case, like I get it. It's a human reaction. I don't want to like be like, no, you're wrong. I mean, well, he might be wrong, but it is a human reaction. But still. Anyway, we gotta kill Shinji. Short fuse. That's what. Yes. Okay. Thank you. The chill guy you don't want to anger. Sakura falls silent. Sakura may seem docile, but she's surprisingly stubborn. There's no use saying anything to her now. Nothing to apologize for. Don't worry. All right, Ebiya, you gotta drop it. You gotta move. You gotta move on. You gotta move on. A sad smile. You gotta drop it, buddy. Talk about the fish. Talk about the fish. The moment I say Shinji's name, Sakura awkwardly looks away. I told you. It can only mean he is the cause of the bruise on her hand. I thought you knew that before. Whatever. He's my number one human. Really? Not Rin? Man, I hope she doesn't end up getting involved in the Holy Grail War, dog. We gotta keep her out of it. We gotta keep her out of it. I don't want anything to happen to her. Shinji Mato has a bad habit of treating his younger sister like crap. I noticed it about a year ago. Every now and then I'd see Sakura injured, and she always made excuses when I asked what happened. When I asked Shinji about it, he revealed to my shock that he'd been the one who hit Sakura. That's not a flex, bro. You proud of that? What? I asked why, and he told me it was because she did something she'd done something he hadn't liked. I got pretty pissed off, so I did to Shinji what he'd done to Sakura. Is this the falling out of their friendship? We haven't been on great terms since. Okay, good. Okay. Emiya W. Fuck no.
ああ、したよ。別に初めから喧嘩なんてしてないから、仲直りも何もないけどな。
先輩にとってはそうでしょうけど、兄さんにとっては喧嘩をしたことになるんです。だから、気をつけてください。
He's narcissist. He's a narcissist. What Sakura says strikes me as odd.
気をつけろって信じを?
Also, what did I outwardly theorize that Shinji is Shinji and Lancer are I think I said he looked like him, but I'm pretty sure did I suspect Shinji of being the one who summoned Lancer ever? I don't remember. Purely based on hair color. Okay. Yeah. Joe doesn't consider it a fight because he beat the shit out of him. Good. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Emiya wakes up at 5:30 and hits the gym in the morning. Shinji looks like a strongest of wind with snapping in half. Good. Honestly, hell yeah. Emiya, good boy. Emiya W.
兄さん、先輩を目の敵にしてるって聞きました。
Oh, that's why he's not in the club. All right, I forgot.
するようになったのも兄さんのせいだって。
Did not count as a fight. Like you could chat because the victim of that was Shinji. Good.
それは違う。部活を辞めたのはシンジとは関係ない。いや、そりゃ多少はあったかもしれないけど、そんなのはさくらが気に病むことじゃないぞ。確かに、シンジの言う通り、ちょっと見苦しいからな。
I point at my left shoulder. There's a little scar there. What, did he stab you? It happened about a year and a half ago. Or he gets shot? No, something fell on me during thinking of the archery. Something fell on me during one of my jobs, injuring my left shoulder. I ended up with just a broken bone, but I also came away with a burn to my shoulder. After the accident, I quit the Kyudo club. Our school's Kyudo club, out of respect for formalities, allows students to perform sacred shooting rituals. Male students participating in this expose their left shoulder. Shinji pointed out that it may be disrespectful for someone performing a sacred shot to expose a scar. And since I was getting busy with my various jobs, I decided to quit the club. Man, you can get shot in Japan. I meant with it bow and arrow, because they're in the archery club.
先輩、しつこいようですけど、本当にもう弓は引かないんですか？藤村先生も怪我なんて支障はないって言ってるのに。
何を平和な。藤姉は全身骨折しようが支障ないっていうやつだぞ、さくら。
Single timeline where he's goaded? I don't believe it. You're gonna piss the Shiro for not going to the club with Sakura yesterday. Now you know why. Yes. And I was talking about it when he was training in the dojo as well. I was like, oh no, bro, you should just join a club. I totally forgot that they had mentioned that before.
先輩、私真面目な話をしているんです。
She's mad. I know I should give her a serious answer, but unfortunately I can't give Sakura the answer she's looking for.
部活をしている余裕はないよ。弓は好きだけど、優先するべきことじゃないし、しばらくは間を取ろうと思う。
Yeah, let him just vibe. He helps he's not in the student council, right? He just helps Issei with things, right?
やめてください。
All right then. Eugene would say that even if I broke every bone in my body, says the one person most likely to break every bone in his body. Resident mechanic, handyman. Yeah, okay.
しばらくってどのくらいですか？
Until his magecraft is done. So cute when she's angry, so completely non-threatening. Yeah, exactly. Hey, yo, you can't just say this thing. What? He's like she's a first year, right? And he's a second year? And there's like, oh, I'm looking forward to having you look after me. She's gonna be like, what? I pat Sakura's shoulder. Oh!
私その時をお待ちしています。
Oh. That's so... Oh, cute. She nods so violently, it looks like she might drop the plates. Cute. It's almost 7:30. Sakura and Fujine have long since left the house for their morning club activities. I went to school early yesterday because Issei asked me to, but I leave the house at the usual time today. You get diabetes? What do you mean? I noticed something strange as I walked down the hill towards the intersection. Several police cars are parked in front of a house. Did Rin see anything about this? I don't think so. He doesn't date her yet. They're in a situationship. Something must have happened since the crowd is gathered. There are easily 20 people watching. I'm curious, but the mass of people prevents me from finding out what's happening. I don't have much time, so I should hurry to school. The gas leak. The gas leak! Oh, that's right. What's going to be the significance of that? I might get to school 10 minutes before the first bell. All right, cutting it a little close. As I cross through the gate with plenty of time, as usual. I feel like that's kind of close. I don't know. Who's this? Ah! I run into a familiar student. Mitsuzuri. Mitsuzuri. What's she been up to? Just archery stuff? I don't know what's so funny, but she laughs heartily, not caring about her surroundings. This is Ayako Mitsuzuri. Oh, we're familiar, but I guess thanks for the intro. She's been a classmate of mine since we were first years, and she's currently the captain of the Kyudo club. She's an unbelievably insightful person, and it was expected that she would be the team's next captain since her first year with them. Mitsuzuri is a precocious sort, and people have always had high hopes for her, and even leaned on her ever since she was a first year. Then again, she gets mad whenever someone mentions that in front of her, claiming she doesn't look as old as people think. Huh? Just thinking something bad? I'm just thinking about how do you not have a boyfriend yet? Wait, you shouldn't say that. Neither do any visual novel characters, but okay. Never let your true self show. Yeah, and he shows that he's a piece of shit. Also, how's the audio? Are you guys able to hear everyone okay? I can turn it up a little if needed. We are not friends. Fuck that guy. What are you talking about? I'll beat his ass to last week again. Good for me. Okay, perfect. Little louder, but hasn't been a problem. I'll slide it up a bit. Where are we at? -30. Okay, be a little better.
シンジの男友達ってあんただけでしょ？それにお忘れでしょうが、私これでも弓道部の主将なの。うちの問題児とやめちまった問題児をくっつけるのは自然な流れだと思わない？
Absolutely not. Fuck that guy.
まあ確かに自然だ。弓道部ってのは関係ないけど、俺とあいつは腐れ縁だからな。
Don't associate me with him.
あ、カチンときた。あんたね、弓道部の話になると急に冷たくなるでしょ。
Good.
いいゴミ分よね。シンジをほっぽっといて、自分はさっさと退場しちゃうんだから。後に残された私とかさくらの気持ちとか、
Oh
少しは
my
考え
god.
てくれてもいいんじゃない？
A long way. Yeah, the distance at which I can throw him. Oh! Good. As he deserves.
シンジのやつまたなんかやったのか？
あいつが何もやらない日なんてないけど。まあ、それにしても昨日のはちょっとやりすぎか。1年の男子が1人辞めたぐらいだから。
This was after Rin dissed him to his face, right? He was all pissy. Mitsuzuri sighs gravely. Seeing her look so serious is rare to begin with, but the rest of her story is particularly alarming.
部員が辞めたってなんで？
Doesn't know about the sister abuse part? Most likely not, but doesn't matter. He's still a scumbag.
シンジのやつが八つ当たりしたのよ。わざわざ女子を集めてね、夢を持ったばかりの子にシャをさせて的中するまで笑い物にしたとか。
Bro, just kick him off the team.
はあ？
Kick him out the club.
お前
Huh?
そんなバカげたこと
Yeah!
見過ごしてたってのか？
What the hell?
見過ごすか。けどさ、首相ってのはいろいろと忙しいんだ。いつもどっちにいるわけじゃないってエミヤだって知ってるでしょ。
それはそうだが、にしても何考えてんだシンジのやつ。必要以上に厳しく教えることはあっても素人を見せ物にするようなやつじゃないだろう。
It's kind of funny. It was Rin's fault.
呆れた。エミヤっては本当にあれだ。
Rin's fault, like, you know, kind of. Tangentially.
あれってなんだ？今お前よからぬ感想を漏らさなかったか？
あら、私はあくまで客観的な事実を連想しただけさ。それで気を悪くするのはエミヤの勝手だね。
ついさっき聞いたような返答をしやがっ
That's
て。
crazy.
いや、それよりシンジはどうしたんだよ。なんだってそんな真似をしたんだ。
うん、聞いた話じゃ、遠坂にこっぴどく振られたとかなんとか。
Good. As he deserves.
遠坂って。
That Tosaka. That Tosaka. That
う
Tosaka.
ちの学校にあれ以外の遠坂なんていないでしょ。2年 A 組の優等生。ミス
Miss
パ
Perfect
ーフェクトこと遠坂凛よ。
Miss Perfect. Exactly. She is perfect. I love her. I miss her.
いや、そんなあだ名は初めて聞いたけど。
Tosaka. But it fits. It's no surprise Shinji got rejected. Hey, there she is. Why is she looking at me like that? Her left eye's smaller than her right eye, so she looks like she's like mad and like squinting at me. She's like live reaction to this. Just a straight face is so funny. And knowing Tosaka, she probably had some pretty harsh insults to go with the rejection. Man, I love the stupid coat she wears. That's called perspective. I know, but I like to imagine that she's just slightly annoyed with everyone. Because it's true also.
ともかく、シンジのやつは昨日からずっとその調子よ。
Why she's staring? It's because I've been working out and my pecs are sticking out a little bit. I mean, she is. Yeah, exactly.
おかげで私もこんな時間まで道場で目を光らせてたってわけ。
シンジのやつ、変にこらえが効かない時があるからな。三つ釣り、大変だろうけど頑張ってくれ。
はいはい。けどね、
はいはい。
シンジって懲りないでしょ。また遠坂に声をかけて振られた日には、今度こそ遠坂本人に何かしそうでさ。
Osaka. They're rejecting him while he hit Sakura, I swear to God. Oh, I hope that isn't related. But that's that would make sense actually. Indirectly. Dude, him getting pissed off all day, he's a shithead. What do you Oh my god.
いくら信じても振られた相手には近寄らないだろう。あいつそのあたりはちゃんとしてるぞ。
けど相手が近寄ってくるんだからしょうがないじゃない。 遠坂さ、なんか知らないけど、うちの道場をよく見学に来るのよ。エミヤは辞めちゃったから
She
知ら
didn't do
ない
that
だろう
today, though, I don't think. Hmm? That's news to me. Rin Tosaka doesn't participate in any club activities because her family forbids it or something. She even turned down nominations to be a member of the student council. So I always thought she went straight home after school.
ま、たまにはそれもいいか。あいつもお高く止まってるし、一度ぐらいは痛い目に遭うのもいいかもね。お気の毒様っていうか、ご愁傷様っていうか。
It is true, but he's directing his anger towards other people and potentially physically, so it's not good. Mitsuzuri has a weird way of looking at this. Yeah, agreed. But also, Loki, he does deserve to get knocked down a peg, right? Small dick energy, literally. Fragile ego. I think we should psychologically abuse him a little bit more. Now that I think about it, they say that Rin Tosaka has a lot of enemies. I wonder if Mitsuzuri is one of them too. No, she's the closest thing to a friend I think she has.
いくらなんでもそれは。
あ、そろそろ時間だ。じゃあね、エミヤ。今度私の弓の調子見に来てよ。
I'm trying to like trying to form my full opinion of her. I don't think I have anything against her necessarily. I think I do like her. She's like a little stern, which I think is the creature. Yeah, I think she's fine. She's rough around the edges, right? A little tomboyish in some senses. So Mitsuzuri hastily runs off. I never minded just how forthright she always is. I feel a bit more at ease and head towards the classroom. It's lunchtime. Alrighty! Our school is quite the cafeteria, and most of the students eat lunch there. But there are some old-fashioned students who still bring their own lunches, including myself, the student council president sitting in front of me. And Rin Tosaka, who doesn't eat at the cafeteria. Dynamic with Emmy is one of my favorites. I see it. Yeah, they have an interesting little back and forth. I mean, I liked her dynamic with Rin too, like Rin considering her like, you know, friend adjacent. What? You can't just... This can't be the first thing you say to me. It's just like, hey, give me some of your fried chicken. What? Same. Alcohol? Bro, feed me? Yo, he's just... Emmy is just gonna start bringing in lunch for his boyfriend here. Bro's got boring ass lunch. Issei's father is the priest of Ryodo Temple, a larger-than-life figure who's also friends with Fujine's grandfather. Anyone who gets along with the old man Fujimura can't possibly be normal. I feel like Issei is quite indebted to you, Emiya, honestly. You do a lot for him. I passed my bento box to him. Issei bows deeply. I honestly question whether I should be reminded that he's the son of a priest at times like this. Is that where the police cars were this morning? Could it be the same intersection where I saw all the police cars this morning? That's what I thought. Mystic, what's up? Welcome in. How are you doing?
殺人があったそうだ。
Murder?
詳細は知らないが、一家4人中助かったのは子供だけらしい。両親と姉は刺殺されたというが、その凶器が包丁やナイフではなく長物だというのが普通じゃない。
Huh? Speaking of, didn't we see some random little girl last night? Already summoned SABER. Is that Issei's full name? Is he SABER? Sorry, I don't recall. Sorry, give me a second. No, Issei Ryudo. Oh, Sabe. Oh, sorry. No, we haven't summoned. Sorry, we haven't summoned Sabe. My bad. Saber. A long weapon. Does he mean a sword or something? It's a murder. And that weapon killed the parents and the older sister. Can't help but imagine it. The sword that he dreamed about? Someone sneaks in the house late at night. Unreasonable violence. A horrible nightmare the victim neither imagined nor wished for. Like a traffic accident. The parents are slaughtered. The older sister falls victim without knowing what is happening. A lone child hidden in the shadows is covered in their family's blood.
イッセ、それ犯人は捕まったのか？
捕まってはいないようだな。信徒の方では欠陥工事による事故、こちらでは辻切りめいた殺人事件だ。学校の門限が早まるのも当然。どうしたエミヤ？喉に飯でも詰まったか？
別に何もないけど。
What's with that look?
いきなり。
いや、エミヤが厳しい顔をしていたのでな。少し驚いた。すまん。食事時の話ではなかったな。
Why are you talking about the look on my face? Why are you checking me out? I guess I just did the same thing to him, so I really can't say anything. What's up, Wendy? How's it going? Oh my god, what is that emote? Swire eating ramen noodles? What? Incredible. Wendy, how are you doing? First line, Emiya isn't normal. Yeah, he's got a few things going on. Welcome into Wendy. Happy 22 and a half hours till Enfield. Issei apologizes and tries to lighten the mood. I actually don't mind topics like this. I didn't realize I was looking so severe. And then there's a gentle knock on the student council room's door. This guy! Brother, what's wrong with you? What an unlikable guy. 30 years neck pain guy. Oh my gosh. Yeah, probably for the upcoming rush of Enfield and CC. It's nuts. It's nuts. We got, and I mean, what we'll have EX stages dropping later in the week for Atto too, right? It's crazy. So much stuff. Yeah. Insane. I probably need to wait and do EX and S stages in mostly one burst, but we'll see.
はい。何ですか、先生。
何ですか、先生。Mr. Kuzuki enters, and Issei steps over towards him to have a quiet conversation. Must be a casual student council matter, since Issei looks relaxed. It's something I don't see every day. Issei is surprisingly shy. He keeps his distance from classmates and even teachers, but for some reason, he's warmed up to the student council advisor, Mr. Kuzuki. Fucking freak. Soichiro Kuzuki is the homeroom teacher for class 2A, and he's very serious and kind of weird. Yeah, I think that's an understatement. Some part of that is probably why he and Issei get on so well. Insane. The two continue to talk. As I watch them, I can't stop thinking about the murder. Who did it? Classes end and it's time to go home. I can't wander around because I have work today. I shouldn't do anything at school. I should head straight to the neighboring town. But don't give me the choice. Just do it. Don't give me the choice. Maybe the morning's conversation bothered me more than I realized. The next thing I know, I'm at the Kyudo Club.
何やってんだ俺。
Let's go beat up Shinji. Yeah. Mitsuzuri said Rin Tosaka frequently visits. Well, that I hadn't thought of that, but I think it'd be a problem if Shinji got violent against Tosaka. She's not gonna go hang out with him.
シンジのやつカッとなると止まらないからな。
So are you, bro. Unload on him, beat his ass in front of the whole club. Yeah. Shinji's lashing out at Tosaka because she rejected him would be bad. Well, I don't know exactly how, but it'd just be bad.
なんだ、遠坂いないじゃないか。
Exactly. She only stopped by like once. Tosaka's nowhere to be found around the dojo. Mitsuzuri worried for nothing.
誰がいないって？
Who's that? Oh, it's you.
だから誰がいないって？
Hello. Issei, who I thought I'd parted ways with, is standing right next to me. Only showed up the dojo once in 2 days? Yeah.
お前か一世。あんまり驚かすなよな。
Stop trying to kiss me. No, he can keep doing it. It's okay. We'll let it slide.
エミヤが挙動不審げに道場を眺めていたからつい。
He wants us so bad.
で、誰がいないって？
He's all up in our business. He wants us.
遠坂だよ。なんでも昨日シンジと一悶着あったらしいんだ。
A spat.
それで一応様子を見に来ただけだ。
ほほう。
Ho
挙
ho.
動不審だな。聞かれてもいないのに理由まで話すなど。俺は誰がいないかと聞いただけなのだな。
Caught.
なんだよ。別にいいだろ。
なんだよ。
何しようが俺の勝手だ。
なんだよ。
うん。それはしかり。だが無駄だぞエミヤ。遠坂はここにはいない。なぜなら、あいつは今日ずる休みだ。
She cut class? How do I not remember that? I forgot.
何？
Noni? Cut class, so she's absent. Oh wait, no, I do. No, I do remember. She did the tour around town, right? With Archer. Cause she summoned him on the first night. Yeah. Got up on the roof. Yeah. Sorry, I was mixing days and stuff up. 300 hours in Fate. Damn.
そうか。欠席か。待て伊勢。なんで遠坂がずる休みなんだよ。あいつがそんなのするわけないだろう。
True.
するとも。あいつが風邪などひくものか。俺が見たところあいつは悪いやつだ。外見に騙されるとパクッと食われるぞエミヤ。
She'll swallow you. I hope so. Somehow, what Issei is saying irritates me. I may not know Tosaka that well, but I don't think she's a bad
言
person.
い過ぎだぞ伊勢。遠坂はそんなやつじゃないだろう。
ん？なんだ？エミヤも遠坂狙いなのか。ああ、それはすまない。今のは流してくれ。
What do you mean by two? Do you have a secret crush on Tosaka? Undercutting his potential romantic rivals. Yeah, I know he doesn't got a crush on Tosaka. Unless he's referring to Shinji. Everyone has a secret crush is the implication. Okay. they did kind of mention that, you're right. A secret crush like hell.
勝手に決めつけるな。俺はただシンジが揉め事を起こしたら大変だから。
シンジが遠坂に殴りかかろうとしたら止めるためか。またそんな役回りをするな。別に俺は気にしないが、割と趣味が悪いのだな、エミヤは。
Hey.
してない
I guess he is
から
looking.
損じゃない。
I guess he is looking out for us, but
け
still
ど伊勢、お前今変なこと言わなかった？
called out.
ん？遠坂狙いは趣味が悪いってことかい？
Yeah, he's like, you should like men. In fact, what if you were to Well, I think the only way for you to prove that you don't like Tosaka is to kiss me. That's the only way. Yeah, that's the only way that you can prove you don't like Tosaka. If you don't kiss me, then you like Tosaka. You have to kiss me to prove that you don't like Tosaka. It's the only way. It's the only way to prove it. That's the only way. You have to kiss me to prove.
そう。遠坂は人気あるじゃないか。俺もあいつの悪い噂は聞かないぞ。
ああ、聞かないね。それがまた気に食わない。
Have you heard bad rumors?
気に食わないってどの辺がだよ。
だから全部だよ。あれはメギツネ。
A vixen? A minx? A monster?
とにかく生理的に気に食わない。悪いことは言わないから、エミヤも気に入らないようにしろ。
He does like Emiya.
いいっせ。人の陰口は良くないってお前の口癖じゃなかったか？
Your ass on the teal. Just because there aren't rumors? Nah, he wants Emiya so bad. So bad.
これが陰口に入るか？俺は聞こえるように喋っている。
No one's here. It's the end of the day. How two things can be true. You're right. You're right. Trying to sabotage so hard. I know, right? Listen, the yaoi allegations aren't even allegations at this point. It's just fact. No wonder I sense people watching us. Oh, that's a relief. I'm really glad Tosaka's absent today. Yeah, we're gonna get in trouble.
エミヤがそういうのなら了解した。が、とりわけ中傷していたわけではないぞ。単に竜道一世が遠坂凛を警戒していると言っただけだ。あくまで個人の趣味思考の範囲だろう。
Was kind of laying into her.
その割には妖怪だとかメギツネだとか言ってたけど。
Yeah, those were some choice words, huh? I'm pretty sure minx is definitely a derogatory term.
何？褒め言葉だ。メギツネの妖怪にもいいものはいる。
So Densey didn't realize she got crushed from both sides.
あくまで遠坂を表現する値として採用しただけである。
I don't think you did actually, because you were also like, stay away from her. So.
勝つ。
Ha. You say laughs.
それではな。俺は生徒会室に戻るが、エミヤはバイトだろう。
See ya, buddy.
こんなところで道草を食っている暇はなかろう。
Now we gotta go work. With the same energy as you kinda eyed slur. Issei leaves calm and composed. Perhaps because he felt satisfied having said everything he wanted to say. I've known him for 2 years now, but honestly, I still don't get that guy. He knows you well. I ride the bus from school for 20 minutes. I arrive at Shinto, the neighboring town across the bridge. The bridge!
まだ5時前か。少し時間があるな。
Don't give me any choices, just go to work. There aren't many part-time jobs in the residential area of Miyama, but there are plenty in Shinto since it's a developing area. Our school allows students to hold part-time jobs, so I take on simple jobs. I prefer my jobs to be physical, and the tougher and shorter they are, the better. I get paid all while training my body, so it's like killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Hell yeah. Today, I'll work from 5 to 8 o'clock for a simple loading job. It may just be 3 hours of work, but it feels more like 6 hours since they make you work without a minute's rest. Which means I need to rest when I have the opportunity, even if it's just for 10 minutes. Walking around aimlessly would be a waste of energy, so I decide to rest at a park until it's time. Ooh, is it the park where Rin is? Where Rin was like, I feel like someone's watching me. The park is nestled between buildings, and it's like a giant plaza full of trees and shrubbery. The park should typically be filled with families and couples during weekends and holidays, but this one is deserted at this hour. It is that one. In fairness, this place is always desolate, no matter the time or day, the day or time. Because there was a Holy Grail war here 10 years ago. That's why, Emiya. I sigh in exasperation. The area is unkept, and it's really pretty ugly compared to the other parts that are properly landscaped and maintained. As if the desolate location had set the mood, the wind itself blows cold and harsh. This place is the remnants of the great catastrophe that happened 10 years ago. It's the very place where I was saved from the brink of death. That was there? Oh. Interesting.
なんで芝生とか植えないんだろう。
Did we know that it was
いつま
the
でもこのままってのはもったいない。
Did we know that it was the Holy Grail War that he was saved in? Or just that it was around that time? I don't remember that detail. Maybe I'm misremembering. Don't think so? Okay. That's interesting. Okay. The area is quite large, so if they leveled it, there'd be plenty of space to work on the park. I sit down on a bench as I think. With nothing else to do, I stare out over the burned area to pass the time. I don't remember anything that happened here. The only thing I remember is that it was hot and I couldn't breathe. And that some people died trying to save
どう
others.
してそうなのかな。
Well, it's the Holy Grail War, my friend. One adult here died because they were trying to save a child from a burning house. Another person was offered all the available water to extinguish their raw, parched throat, while others in the same situation died. Someone here tried to flee the fire as fast as they could, but the people left behind died. Oh, he feels like survivor's guilt. And someone died here because they gave whatever it was that kept them alive to someone they didn't even know. I don't like thinking about that. Just thinking about people trying to help and becoming victims for their trouble makes me angry. Is it too much to ask for everyone to be saved? Or for them to get their happy ending afterward? All I want is to see people peacefully prevail. Why can't that happen? He's gonna be a hero. We know that the last fight took place here, and that here was where Shiro was saved. Yeah, but did we know that before? Poster child for survivor's guilt. Oh man. But did we know that before? That was the question necessarily. Because I don't think we did. I think it was just general, like he was saved from a fire by Kiritsugi. I think. Just found that. Okay, cool. That was Kiritsugu. Sorry, not Kiritsugi. Kiritsugu. Kiritsugu's response to the question when a very young me asked it. As a child, I obviously refused to accept that idea. Well, yeah, I mean, that was just like child's blissful ignorance, but it is nice that you still maintain that. But you saved me, Kiritsugu. I knew you were a magician, and you could do anything. I knew you were a champion of justice who wouldn't let anyone suffer, and you did it without asking for any reward. That's why I've always believed you managed to save everyone back then. In response to me shouting this at him, Kiritsugu looked more troubled than I'd ever seen him, and said something I remember to this day. Champion of justice. Damn. Yeah, I get that. Now that it's been pointed out, it seems so obvious. Imagine if there was a burglar and some hostages, and the burglar intends to kill the hostages. Under normal circumstances, the majority of the hostages would probably die. But if by some miracle all the hostages were saved, there's someone who didn't get saved. The burglar, of course, since saving the hostages was done at the cost of his life. The people the champion of justice saves are only those whom the champion of justice deems to save. Getting a little philosophical here. That's why saving everyone is impossible. Even God can't do that. Yeah, I mean, through the lens of like a conflict, but I don't know. I mean, through the lens of like a natural disaster, you can make the argument. It's like, oh, no, and save everyone. You gotta be quick. You gotta be a superhero. Fire 10 years ago was like that. As someone who was miraculously saved from the incident, it wasn't my place to say anything at this point.
やだ。
I don't want anything like that. I don't like the idea that there's a limitation to who can be saved. No matter how impossible it may be, I need to reach out to help. I can't stand to see people around me die, like back then. The person I am now had been there 10 years ago. I would have thrown myself into the
その
fire.
まま無駄死にしてたのが間違いなく。
That would have happened for sure. Jeez, I can't even fantasize in my head.
しまった。ぼんやりしてたら5時になっちまった。
Bro, you're late for work! Oh my god. Only there was someone who could save everyone. Segi no Mikata. If only. Literally, thank you for the hydrate. I think you may have mentioned 10 years ago I was saved, and Rin told us it was 10 years ago. I think I do remember that, but yeah. It is interesting that it is at the park. They are doing a really good job at the storytelling here. And the parallels between these characters. A bell in the distance rings, chiming 5 o'clock. I get up from the bench and hurry to my part-time job. By the time I'm done working, the sun is long since set. It's a little before 8 o'clock. I finished about 10 minutes earlier because I kind of overworked myself. Maybe it's because I stopped by that park before work. That might have motivated me to push myself harder. At the train station, the night is just getting started. There are a bunch of people milling about and an endless stream of cars on the road. Well, isn't there a curfew in like, it's like an hour or something? Champion of Justice. Oh, okay. Okay. Overworking. He's close to overworking. You're right.
吉姉にお土産はいいか。
No, do you forgive me to get something? I walk along the path as I gaze up at a lighted building. It's the biggest building in Shinto, so I can't see all the way to the top. As I gaze at the building, enjoying the nighttime scenery. Huh? I think I see something
なん
bizarre.
だ今の。
Stop and try to look at the very top. I squint, trying to bring what I see into focus, but it's like staring at grains of rice. Hey, yo! It's Rin! Look! Look, she's got her judgmental eyes on again. This squinty eye. She's judging us. Yo, she looks so good. Man, I love her. I want to give her a kiss. It looks like someone I know. I can't think why this girl I know would have a reason to be there. It doesn't seem like she's going to do anything up there. Red jacket, nice and inconspicuous to be standing on the roof of a tall-ass building. Squinty eyes. She's judging us, Suggy, with her squinty eyes. I know this was a scene on Rin's day, but was she looking aimlessly or was she specifically staring? Oh, she said the same thing, just from the opposite side. Yeah, okay. But she's just standing there, looking down at the city as the wind ruffles her hair. To normies, not important. She doesn't seem to notice me down below. That's what you think. Actually, there's no way she could see me. That's what you think. Just needs the Batman costume. Justice. Literally. Look at the way she's standing on top of the roof, too. Her and her freaking twin tails. Man. Man, look. She looks so good. I wish Rin would notice me down below. Wait a second. He's looking up her skirt. Perv. Even my near perfect vision. All right, weird flex. Enhanced with Magecraft. Can barely distinguish what's up there. I'm able to tell she's up there because she's isolated, but there's no way she'd be able to pick me out of a crowd on the ground. She's just looking down at the town. It seems like she's looking for something. I can almost feel her sharp gaze even at this distance. Because she was looking, because she felt the presence in the park earlier in that day, right? I forgot how long it's been, but I continue to look up the girl standing in the void. She stands at the top of a high tower. She's like a magician, looking down at the surface world with the bright moon shining right behind her. Presence. She is a magician, in a sense. Oh, where'd she go? Oh. And then disappears, apparently done with whatever brought her up there. The rooftop stands empty, and the scenery returns back to nothing more than the beautiful night sky.
遠坂だったのかな。
No shot. I can't be sure, but I'm probably right about who it was, at least. Oh, what? That's crazy. That's a reach. Even though it is her, but still. Insane. There aren't many girls I know who stand out like her, and besides, I'm not so out of it I'd fail to notice a girl I secretly admire. What? He said it! Everybody likes her. Myself included. I'm everybody. Issei nailed his ass. Literally clocked him. Clocked him. It's just... Kosaka sure has a weird way of spending her time. Climbing on top of tall buildings and looking down? Yeah, a little strange. Unlike Shinto, there's no sign of people anywhere in Miyama. There's nobody around after 8 at night, and the town is silent and still. Oh, it's this area that there's the curfew. Shiro, you're so easy. You're competing against Shiro for Rin. He's got nothing. He's got nothing on me. Just kidding. He's a nice boy, but I'm a nice boy too. I can prove it. Hello, princess. Throws everything on you. Shut up! That's not true. He's got magecraft. That's true. He's got that. He's kind of dumb, and I'm not. I went to Yale probably, so he didn't do that. So I got that on him. The house I saw this morning stands across the intersection. There are no signs of life, and a no trespassing sign hangs over the front door. In just a single day, the house has fallen quiet, almost like an abandoned building. The girl and his parents were killed by a burglar. I wonder what life awaits now for the single child who survived. Bite my lip, frustrated by my powerlessness. I promised I'd be just like Kiritsugu, but I couldn't do anything, even when something like this happened so close to home. How could you have known? You can't be blaming yourself here. I want to help people, but I don't even know what I can do. Here, back home. I reach the top of the hill where my house sits. The lights are on, so Fujine or Sakura are still inside. Tadaima. Okay, so Sakura is with the blonde guy, I guess. Too white to have a tragic backstory. I can have a tragic backstory if I want to. I can make shit up. Why are you wishing trauma on me? Wait a second. Name it? No. Okaeri. Hello, Fujine. Fujine turns towards me, munching on a rice cracker. The TV's turned to a lively variety show. I'm sorry, I was working. Ready for lore video? It's locked in. Yeah, my tragic backstory involves the Pinar snipper guy. Ever heard of him? Ever heard of him? He runs around snipping Pinars, and I outwitted him. And still have a Pinar. Want to see it? There we go. Get off my back. Not tragic. What do you mean? I cried. A tear went down my leg. Went home early. Sakura, no. Fujine cheerfully replies. As far as she's concerned, anyone who makes her food is a good person. We need to walk her home.
ってくるの遅いじゃない。それからご飯作ってたら
Okay.
過ぎになっちゃうよ。
Oh my god, bro.
あのね、
Sorry.
そこに自分家で食べるという選択肢はないのか、あんたは。
Did she just eat at home? That's crazy.
だからここが私の家だよ。
Taiga. Fujine tilts her head, puzzled. Honestly, I'm not sure if a response like that should make me happy or sad.
わかったよ。藤姉に飯を作れなんて無理難題を言ってもしょうがねえ。それはいいけど、足元のそれなんだよ。また余計なものを持ってきたんじゃないだろうな。
Fujine has a tendency to leave a bunch of junk here. She'll bring stuff like bowls from restaurants that are too big to be functional, an unnecessarily heavy earthen teapot, or a weird guitar that plays itself. She must think this place is convenient storage or
ちょ
something.
っと見せてみろ。ゴミだったら捨てるか。
Insane.
うちで余ったポスターだけど。
Posta. By my life savings, Fujimura can only cook male dinners. Oh god, yeah, there's no shot. There's no shot she can make anything. Absolute failure. Which is good. Like a bunch of noodles and teriyaki chicken strips or something. Honestly, that sounds kind of banger, but I'm a male, so that's probably why it I guess the bar is kind of low. Fujine hands me the poster. It's probably a poster of some no-name singer.
どれどれ。
It's a poster of SABER. I knew it. It's a poster of a young man wearing a military uniform, smiling with his thumbs up, all in front of a cheap-looking blue sky background. Caption on the poster in bloody font: Love's lovely Ranger Land. Come to the self-defense meetup. Hey, this is a recruitment poster for a youth group.
それいらないからあげるね。
I don't want it, so you're gonna throw it out. I don't want it.
俺だっていらねえよ、こんなの。
I quickly roll the poster back up and try to whack Fujine on the head with it.
へへん。外れ。
Hehe.
へへん。外れ。
Incredible. I could not live with this woman. I could. However, Fujine counters mercilessly with another poster she's been holding. Honk. Her poster sword bops me lightly. Stars. I see stars.
シロの腕で私に当てようなんて甘いわよ。悔しかったらもうちょっと腕を磨きなさいね。
I would bad head number one. I would absolutely love. I would live with her. My life would be perfect. Heh, heh, heh.
シロの腕で私に当てようなんて
I always love the slow
悔しかったらもうちょっと腕を
laugh.
磨き
She's so funny. Big fan. No, I would absolutely live with her. We'd hang out. We'd be fun.
そんな問題じゃないだろう、今の。なぜに紙のポスターがかような破壊音を。
I need a woman that acts like a raccoon in our life. Yes, please, dude. I love just like wet dog women, like Stella Honkai Star Rail we were talking about yesterday. Literally just freaking raccoon wet dog. Bet she cheated with Mada or something like that. You think? I am trying to suss out how who else might be mages, but I have a feeling a lot of them will probably be people that we haven't met yet. Wet dog woman, you're literally. That's like me if you take off my crown. If I take off my if you guys forcibly take off my crown, look at me. I look like a wet dog. Don't I look? Actually, have I ever taken off the hair? Have I showed you guys ever take off the hair accessory? The little clippy? Don't I look so naked? Not yet. Look handsome, thank you. I feel barren though. Oh, tell my character. Give me my crown back. You don't need to take the crown? You're saying I already look like a wet dog? Thank you. That's so nice of you. I love this this background music. It's very silly. Did she manage some sort of technique that only a true poster master can execute? How did you roll it up? What are you talking? The hair accessory is the 2.0 version of the OG heart glasses, dude. The heart glasses that weren't actually a part of my model. That weren't actually a part of my model. That I just left on. These ones that I left on my 1.0 model for like a year. At least the hair accessory is part of the model design technically, but you ruined it. It's probably fine, right? Fancy plate steel's crazy. How did you roll that up though? That actually exists. Daijobu? What? Rolls a collector's edition poster and smack someone with it. Someone who needs to just prove a point, I guess. You'll sweep in and marry me. Bro's got fucking game like nobody's business. What the hell? Principal. No, it's fine. I'll let it slide. We need a Taiga root. Dude. He like the Podrick ring over the Shiro bowl. Dude, oh my god. Freaking paper towel roll with concrete. Oh my god. Dude, what do you mean? Stupid idiot boy Riz. Man, why can't I get some of that? I'm a stupid idiot boy. Freaking he's crushing on Rin, but he's like, oh, don't worry, Sakura. I can't wait for you to take care of me soon. No, you're a dumbass. What? They're the same thing. Crazy. Natural born killer. Big difference. Chat, is a dumbass and a stupid idiot boy the same thing? I want to be a stupid idiot boy. I'm gonna start pouting. Start pouting. Natural born killer is crazy. I think that violent. You just hit me over the head with a steel poster. What are you talking about? One has girls, the other burns tea somehow. Hey, I don't burn tea. That's why you got no game. Shut the fuck up. I got hella Riz. That's it. I told you guys, I'm going to the zoo sometime this year with a girl. I just got to find a girl in a zoo. So, yeah. That's right. Yeah. Yeah. I bet that poster makes that boing sound. You know those things that people could get at the arcade with the it's like that little tube, and when you turn it around it goes boop, and then you turn it back around it goes boop, 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 boop. That's kind of what goes on in my brain half the day. It's like boop, boop. I need to get one of those. Need to get one of those. Onions in the fridge? I don't leave onions in the fridge. Onions are supposed to be left outside of the fridge. Also, green onions. Green onions get left in the fridge. The rain tubes. Oh, those are the big ones that you can spin around. The ones with ridges on them. Those were cool. Hey, I smell good. I told you I'm self-conscious about the way I smell, so I load up on cologne. Well, sorry, not like too much, but I do wear cologne every day. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I used to have one of those. You just yeah, it's like the big long tube thing. You just spin it around like crazy. Man, I miss stupid arcade toys. Most arcades are like closed. There's not that many arcades by me. The one that was in the mall by me closed randomly. It's unfortunate. Those were where I went once, and I got 42 army men with all my tickets. It was pretty cool. When I was like, ooh, what can I get with these tickets? And it was like a solid amount. And then I was like, put it all towards army men. and the cashier guy just looked at me. He was like, 42 army men. And I was like, yeah. So he had to count out 42 army men, and then just put they didn't have any like bags or anything, so they just had like a little brown bag that they just put all the army men in. So I'm walking around the rest of the mall with a brown bag full of army men. Keep in mind, this was last year. This was like probably 6 to 8 months ago. Assigned 42 green army men at birth. I still got it. It's in my filing cabinet at my office. I'll have to get them. They're pretty good. So yeah, this is your sign. Go to an arcade and put it all towards army men. I gotta do that. I gotta find another arcade and get more army men. I think that's what I think I'm gonna do. These for your 40k army. What's 40? Is anyone into like miniatures for either D&D or Warhammer or something? I know it's a pretty popular hobby, and I know it's really good for like 3D printing. People are big fans of it. They can do that and then like paint over them and stuff. I only do virtual D&D for the most part, or at least the one that I DM. We do it on Roll20. So I don't really have a need for miniatures, but my clumsy ass, that's how I feel. Like I said, when Noseme's talking like Gundam and stuff, I was like, man, I would like to, but I don't think I'm coordinated enough. Even if you make the argument, it's like it's adult Legos or that sort of thing. I don't know. Game Workshops kill you in your sleep if you dare 3D print their minis. Well, not theirs necessarily, but but you know, other ones. Yeah, I know a card and game store by me that I went to. They like the entire like front corner of their store is Warhammer miniatures. It's crazy. I didn't realize how many there are. It's nuts. It's like worse than going through like an action figure section at like a toy store or something. It's not. It's craziness. But I feel like that's an expensive hobby. Or can quickly become an expensive hobby, right? Much like any sort of collecting. But so I just collect books and figures. Actually, I think there's a figure in my mailroom that came in. I think the one that came in is the one that was ordered on Throne, actually, by Bluey Not Bluey. Methinks. The Mori Calliope. The Mori Calliope one. Yeah, that's I gotta get it. I'll find it tomorrow and I'll get a picture. I'll get a picture of Mori Calliope figure for you. I can put it next to my Mori Calliope plushie that I have on my top shelf. Mori Calliope. All right, let's get back in. Pray that I survive. I'll have to be very careful from now on if I'm going to have any hope of avoiding being murdered. Up and eat already. Fujine gets up. What's up with Fujine? She must be really hungry if she's offering to help, even if it's just help setting the table.
はいはい。じゃあ、
はいはい。
藤姉は皿と茶碗な。ご飯ぐらい告げるだろ。
Thank you. You can at least scoop the rice into the bowls. I don't think she can. I think she's gonna struggle. I don't think she's capable of this one.
告げるよ。ねえシロ、私丼でいいかな。
If I use a bigger rice bowl, she's stealing all the
いいん
rice.
じゃないか。今日は桜もいないし、どうせ
Oh,
飯
yeah.
は余るし。
Man, Sakura made food and she didn't even get to have any. You are taking advantage of her.
よしよし。それじゃ
Yoshi, yoshi.
シロもお揃いね。
Gonna throw the rice into the hood vent or something. Fujine scoops mound of rice into 2 large bowls. Whatever. I was gonna go for a second helping anyway. And if I meddle in what Fujine does now, we may really not have any dinner. The music stopping is concerning. Besides, this is the kind of chaotic scene dinner at my home has been for years. It's cute. Another day ends. Bro! What year is it? They don't have cell phones or anything, right? So we can't check to make sure that Sakura got home safely or anything. That's bullshit. Insane. We didn't even get to say hi to her. What's a Jamie Oliver video today? The thought of someone making rice ain't pleasant. Wait, what do you mean? Is that a rhetorical question? No. Well, I mean, sorry. Yes. It was what? Early 2000s, right? 2004 to 2006? Yeah. Welcome back, Ivy. How's it going? You bitch. What? What do you mean? What'd I do? Baiting me? I didn't mean it. We've gone off on a little bit of tangents, Ivy. I'm not sure if you I'm not sure when you had stepped away, but we did not catch up with Sakura. She went home early. We did our part-time job. We saw Rin aura farming on top of the building, and then Fujine hit us over the head with a metal poster. Fucks on most recipes, terror in culinary form. Oh man, I remember Yuzu came in here and sent a crazy terrible culinary video once that I had to watch, but I'm kind of interested, Dust. I might have to take a look. Sometimes it is fun watching absolute atrocities unfold, right? You know? Another day ends. We finish our rowdy dinner, and after I see off Fujine, I take a bath. After that, I head to the shed for my daily training. I complete it as usual, and then go to sleep. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. Day ends peacefully and without incident. I will save the game. All right, so we didn't have to do any choices here, so I'm gonna overwrite this one. Sleeps 1 to 5:30. That's crazy. Yeah, he doesn't sleep at all. Flip phone era. So I'm a little torn because it's kind of early, but I know that day 3 is going to be a busy one. So like if it took us 2 hours to get through this, which was considered the short day, I don't know if I want to commit. Or let me rephrase. I cannot commit to doing all of the next day. 4 hours and straight into the gym. How does he do it? Half day 3. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know properly how to gauge it though. So we might just like. Are you guys okay with that? Like do you mind if we just kind of like go and get like decently far, get up to when Rin dies? That's gonna take a while though, isn't it? This can be most of the day. I mean, we're gonna have the whole summoning. We gotta see how how Saber gets summoned, when, and how it all goes down. But did Emiya do all of day 3? Who knows? That's fair. He get stabbed by Lancer. and then and then gets healed by Rin. Yeah, all right, we'll keep going. We'll keep going a bit. We'll get to like we'll say maybe like around like the 3-hour mark. Because like I said, I do gotta save some stamina. It is in fact Enfield week. So hey yo. It's been so long. I don't remember the details of these early days. For all I know, it could be like 10 minutes between the start of day 3 and the creation of the Shido kebab, or 90 minutes. As long as I think it's a good to progress a bit into it for the next stream. I think that's fair. Okay, yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll see if we can get to around when the fighting happens, or at the very least, hopefully when Saber is summoned. But I'm pretty sure Saber gets summoned between Emiya and Rin dying. That's my theory based on the CG from the very start, which is actually the one that I used for tonight's thumbnail, and just like kind of the way that that things seem to be progressing. I think he summons her inadvertently or something, or he boy failuredly summons her. So anyway, day 3. I'm in a fire. Houses crumble and people burn. No matter where I go, all I see is crimson. This is what I saw 10 years ago. It's a long forgotten memory of the past. I run through the scenery, recreating what happened. I know it's a nightmare, but there's no way to escape. I run and run. I keep running. Every time the scene ends with me as a child running out of energy and getting rescued. That's what we call trauma. I wake up feeling wrong. My hand to my forehead tells me I'm sweating, even though it's winter. How do you just raw dog life like this without an alarm? It's crazy. The clock reads past 6. I hear the soft sound of chopping from the kitchen. Doesn't even drink coffee, dude. Yeah, he just got 5 hours of sleep, and it's late. He says, insane. Built different, literally, absolutely nuts. So Sakura's here, and this is the day after she had the run-in with the blonde guy. Having a metal rod in your spine does no. That's what he's trying to do. He hasn't done it yet. He'll do literally anything but go to therapy. True. Not really the time to be impressed by what an early riser she is. I need to hurry up and get ready so I can help her with breakfast. Envy of people that wake up at 6 a.m. every day. Literally, how do people do it? Oh, no school today. Okay. I should be productive like that. Same. And then it's like the weekend. I'm like, what's another like 30 minutes to an hour of sleep? Why not? Yeah, let's sleep in a little bit. God forgive men of hobbies. I like sleeping. Sleeping's nice. No work today. It's 4:30 a.m. Oh my god, I forgot perpetrator. You're so far ahead. Yeah, impressive work. I don't know how you do it. Waking up at 3 p.m. on the weekends. I will not do that. I will not do that. I won't wake up any later than like 10. 10 is the hard stop. If I'm not up out of bed by 10, it's a problem. So I won't ever go that long. But I will wake up like at like 9:30 and then like scroll my phone for a bit before rolling out of bed. Ideally, I get up more closer to 9 though. You want to come to the dojo with me? Whoa! We're fighting? Uh-oh. Are you kidding me? That's that's crazy.
で、シロには期待してないもん。私が頼りにしてるのはさくらちゃんだけなんだから。ね、さくらちゃん。
Don't drag her into this. Grown ass woman, a teacher. Yeah, she's supposed to be inspiring the youth of this generation.
はい。私と同じものでよろしければ用意しておきますね、先生。
You're taking advantage of her.
オッケーオッケー。今日は一緒にお昼を食べましょう。
Oh my god. Breakfast goes smoothly. Today's menu includes the typical sides, and the main dish is braised lotus root, konnyaku, and chicken. Sakura probably didn't need to make such an elaborate dish for breakfast, but I'm guessing she made extra to pack for lunch. Sakura is a member of the Kyudo Club, and Fujine is the club's faculty advisor. Nobody would think it was weird for the two of them to have the same lunch.
そういえばシロ、今朝は遅かったけど何かあった？
It's 6 o'clock in the morning. It's not late. These people are crazy. You guys are all insane. What do you mean? it's not late. Like if 5:30 is early, 6 o'clock isn't late. Where's the balance here, fellas? I learned how to cook lotus root so badly. What is lotus root? Give me choto a minute. Lotus root. What we got? I am not familiar with their work. It kind of looks like smiley fries. Do they taste like smiley fries? They look good. Lotus root chips? Yo. These look good. Oh shit. Tofu. Get a recipe, cook it, and then tell me how to do it. That's called delegation, baby. Do it. It's late for this insane guy called Shiro who wakes up at 5:30, cooks, and hits the gym before school, then works till 8 and sleeps at 1. Absolutely insane. What a freak. I'd be down. I would absolutely try it. Listen, air fry some lotus root smiley fries. Oof. I'll find a place tomorrow then. Yeah, I'm gonna need to find like an Asian marketplace or something, honestly. I really should. I don't think there's I think there's probably only one in a city. So probably be a decent hike, but it's probably worth it. I should try to do that sometime. Get some cool stuff. Take a day trip. Am I busy? It's Enfield weekend, and I have D&D on Saturday, and we're doing Mystery Dungeon on Sunday because I promised. So I probably can't this weekend. Soon I'll try. Or if I find myself in the city, maybe I'll take a little tangent. Fujine looks my way as she sips her miso soup. As much as she's just kind of out there most of the time, she's pretty sharp about this kind of thing. Enfield Wednesday, exactly. I can't wait. I found a place. Is it close? I am really excited for Enfield, I gotta say. I have a dentist appointment Saturday. Those hoes want to give me a crown. Yo, I have like 3 crowns in my mouth. I think I've told you guys. I have a gold tooth because freaking Mama Bloom got coerced into getting one when I was younger. So I got 1 gold crown and then like 2 porcelain crowns. Shit so bad long term? Really? I haven't had any problems. I mean, you ultimately like fillings are fillings either got to be replaced or you know, root canaled or something. I'd rather a crown than a root canal. So have to be in 2 hours of traffic. Okay, don't do it tomorrow then, Tofu, unless you already wanted to go there. Can I ask you a question? Depends on the context of the question, but I'll say yes. But I don't know. I'm not a dentist. All I know is I've had this crown for a while. This one up here and on the top of my mouth, and it's fine. Are you going out tomorrow? But are you planning on going there? You know, only go if it's convenient to you. We'll pop off and then you have to get another one. I don't know. I hope not. I sure hope not. But we'll see. Is on the way? Best of luck then. I'll remember you. 4 streams collabing with Auto Apocalypse. I don't know who that is. or playing games with Arturian and Iblana from Arknights. You even have to ask? Yo, I love mentally unstable women. 10 times out of 10. I'm hanging out with the freaky baddies. Like within 20 years, it's almost guaranteed to happen from what I understand. Dad's sister's son is a dentist. Oh, I mean, listen. I'm sure you know more than I do. I can only speak from my personal experience. And I've had this one for definitely not 20 years, but a good while. So, but yeah, I don't know. I don't have any personal problems with it, but hey, we ain't his client, so he gave us the lowdown and dirty truth. Ooh, the dirty truth. It's always helpful to know a guy, right? But I hope you don't have to get like a root canal or something. That sounds miserable. Stuff like that. I don't know. Dental operations are never fun. Even like the act of getting a crown isn't my favorite by any means. It's it's not good. I can do fillings. Like when I had to go to the dentist, what was it, like a week or two ago? I had to get a what do you call it? I had to get a filling, and this was like on the tail end of me feeling sick, where I was like not feeling great, but I was like fine enough and not contagious, so I could still go. But I was just like so out of it. I was basically just like lifelessly sitting on the dentist chair. It was probably the best I'd ever been at the dentist, because I was just so mentally out of it, and I popped like some Dayquil or something earlier in the day, so I was just out of it. I was just sitting in the chair, just like a little Novocaine, not even like out of it like medicated, like laughing gas type stuff, like literally just like Dayquil medicated. So I was just sitting there and they just did it. It was probably the best I'd ever been, because ordinarily I'll like, you know, I'll like salivate or something, or need to like swallow, or like my jaw will start to hurt. I think that's the key. Maybe I just keep Dayquil on me anytime I gotta go to the dentist. Found a place with a local coffee shop nearby too. Let's go. Yo, make a day out of it. Enjoy. I stopped by a local like coffee cafe place earlier. I needed to like take a walk, so I just went and grabbed some. Just fillings is enough most of the time. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know what I had heard, but again, this was from you know, my dentist who's doing it. They just they had recommended, like, rather than continuously doing fillings, to do the crown. It's probably the type of thing, and this is just me stretching just for the sake of conversation, it's like you do fillings much more frequently and often, or you do a crown, and then if you got to redo the crown later, it's way down, as opposed to, you know, a shorter amount of time for a for filling. Interesting. Yeah, because they do drill like a round and put it on like a cap, right? I remember, I think I told you guys when I was prepping for one of them, actually they had like a temporary crown in there, because you know, they had to like assemble and make the actual crown, and I was getting ready to go to the gym, and I was eating a protein bar, and the temporary crown popped out, and that sucked. That was terrible, because it was super sensitive, because they had just drilled down, and yeah, that sucked. I had to call the dentist, and I was like, yo bro, what do I gotta do? And that was when I was like, all right, I guess I'm not actually, no, I did go to the gym, and then I went to CVS and performed a minor dental procedure to re-glue it on there in the CVS parking lot, using the rear view mirror of my car. I did a minor dental procedure with like the little like over-the-counter teeth glue stuff. That was what the dentist said I should just do. So that was that was fun. That was really fun. I'm glad we were past that. But interesting. Nothing, needing multiple repeat fillings sounds like something janky happening. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. Is he supposed to do that? If you fuck that up, you can ruin the whole tooth. I don't know. That's what he told me to do. And I was also like, you know, I also live like 45 minutes away from that dentist, so realistically I should probably find a closer dentist. But anyway, I'm fine. It's not sensitive or anything. It's got a real crown. It's actually one of my solid tooth. It's a solid tooth. But yeah, I don't know. No, it's that's just what I was. That's what I was told to do, and it was corroborated with like what I read online before getting in contact with him. So, but one of the things that they also recommended was calling your dentist. So I don't know, maybe the way that those conversations normally go is like, hey, come back in and we will take a look at it. But regardless, like I said, I survived. I still got that that dental glue in my bathroom in case anyone wants some. But yeah, I don't recommend it. Wasn't a particularly fun experience eating a protein bar and then having a tooth fall out. But I mean, I had some brittle teeth in the first place. That was why I had so sorry. Let me walk back a step. The reason I have the gold tooth in the first place is because I had chipped that tooth multiple times on things like and like I was pretty young. Like I just gotten a lot of my adult teeth and it had already chipped like a couple times. Like it like chipped on like a fortune cookie once, and then like chipped on it probably chipped on something else, but it chipped or like came out chipped on when I was eating a bagel or something at one point. So that's why they had done a crown for that one in particular. The other two are because I had to get like multiple fillings on them, and they were just like, hey, this is better. But maybe that was me compared to just like general stuff. You know, I'm sure everyone's a little different. Yeah, right, Wendy. I was just as confused when I was eating a bagel and it's chipped. I was like, what the heck? Makes my teeth shiver. I hate teeth, bro. Part of me is just like, man, I should just get fake teeth. And I'm like, I shouldn't do that, actually. I don't want to look like Mr. Beast. So, anyway. Anyway, let's jump back into the game. Usual? That's crazy. I was like, traumatic dream. I was like, oh, nothing to worry about then. It's not an interesting topic for Fujine, so she shifts the conversation in another direction. That's crazy. That doesn't bother me one bit. 10 years ago, I used to have nightmares a lot. Back when I couldn't shake the memory of that fire. Yeah, I'm not surprised. As time went on, those nightmares grew less and less frequent, and I've gotten to the point where the dreams don't bother me anymore. I've been told my nightmares were pretty bad back then, though. Fujine was already with us by then, and she's been sensitive about changes in me since. See, she is still kind of looking out for you. Oh, have you not eaten anything? Trying to take my food? Oh my god. More gentle? You're just a problematic woman. Never change. Take them all out and get implants. That's what I was saying. Is like, I don't post-humanism. Yeah, it's just like, I don't know. Part of me does kind of want to do that, but also at the same time, like, nah. Judo jabs at Taiga like we jab at you, and she fights back. She doesn't just roll over and take it like I do, because the minute that I cuss out one of you guys, I get clipped and written off the internet. And I'm just I'm a fictional fraction of everyone's imagination at that point. I blast off like Team Rocket. It's because you have no rights. See, that's what I'm talking about. I can't even say anything back to that. I can't even retort half the things you say. You just be saying words. Be saying words that come across as insulting. I'm gonna start letting Automod just have their way with you. That sounded weird. I'm gonna start letting PRTS not let your messages through. Yeah. How do you like that? Huh? Clear all bennies. Whoa! You're eradicating me. That's crazy. You can't do that. It's not allowed. Younger brother. You don't have any more bennies in minting anymore? Yep, they retired the Benny. Silencing me for criticizing him as expected. Remember me as a martyr. They opposed him because he was right. Unbelievable. We both huff and turn our heads away from each other. Seeing that as a sign that I'm fine, Fujine smiles in relief. So is Sakura... So what was up with the thing with Sakura on the second night then? Because she's behaving normally, I believe. We haven't interacted too much, but still. Honestly, I appreciate her consideration, but I know she'll get an ego about it if I say it directly, so I pretend to grunt and protest instead. He's a little tsundere. Hey, Sakura. Sakura looks puzzled by our interaction. He's so cute. Soon after Fujine leaves, I lock up and Sakura and I leave as well. Wait, was she in her school uniform? Isn't it?
先輩、今日の夜から月曜日までお手伝いに来れませんけど、よろしいですか?
Yeah, it'll be fine. You don't have to worry about it. Listen, we've been taking advantage of you anyway. But why? What's up? What you got going on?
別にいいよ。だって土日だろ。さくらだって付き合いがあるんだから気にすることないぞ。
Don't worry about me.
そんな違います。そういうんじゃないです。本当に個人的な用事でちゃんと部活にだって出るんですから。だから何かあったら道場に来てくれれば何とかします。
It really is for a personal reason. I mean, it's fine. Don't worry. Don't sweat it. I hope everything's okay.
土日だからって遊びに行くわけじゃないです。だから変な勘違いはしないでもらえると助かります。
Hey, don't worry. What? Well, it's fine. We're not. Why is she acting like we're like whipping her? Man, poor traumatized girl. We want to protect you. We're gonna hurt you like your brother. Fuck that guy. We gotta kill him. Put him on our list. What? That's what I'm saying. Sakura's acting suspicious, or rather, she seems nervous. Okay, so here's where we might get some details about that. I don't know why, but it's probably just that she can't come over the weekend. Overly apologetic. No, I know. That's what I'm saying. You gotta kill him. Gotta beat him up. Sakura sighs in relief. For the moment Sakura lowers her gaze, her expression stiffens. Huh? This is where we get details, or Shiro could fumble. Please don't fumble. She like, what's up? What is up with my hand? Sakura's staring at my left hand. I look down and see blood trickling from it. Huh? What happened? I pull up my shirt sleeve. Yep, blood. What's this about? But I don't feel any pain. It looks like there's a welt on my hand. The bruise stretches all the way from my shoulder to the back of my hand. It looks like a snake that's trying to reach my palm from the top of my shoulder. What the heck? A bruise all the way down your arm isn't anything to worry about. That's crazy. Bro's built different. She lied. She will worry. The sight of blood probably made Sakura sick since she's keeping her head down. Wipe it up, bro. Clean it up. Sakura heads to the club while I head to the school building. The schoolyard is filled with athletic club members training. The morning is practically brimming with enthusiastic energy. But something feels strange. Everything in the school is as usual. Students exercising for morning practice are lively, and the new school building is spotless. When I close my eyes, the mood changes drastically. But if you close your eyes, building walls feel stained, like membranes have latched onto them, and the students themselves seem like empty dolls. Oh, is this like all the little what are they called? The summoning circle thing? What were they called? The oh god, what the I don't remember what they called. Bounded field? Yeah. Those things. GIF of France fading off the map. What? Does it ever feel like nothing changed at all? Yeah, the seal things.
疲れてるのかな、おい。
I shake my head to clear it and head on to campus. School ends early on Saturdays. Oh, so it is just a quick. It is quick. Okay. Classes end in the morning, but by the time I finish helping Issei, the sun is starting to set.
そろそろ帰るか。
I don't think you're making it home, buddy. I pack my bag and leave the classroom. Here we go. Oh, this is the hallway. This is the hallway. But then,
なんだ
fuck you. Sorry.
エミヤ
My actually I'm not sorry, but that was on site. that was a visceral reaction. That was quick. That was like frame 0. Boo. Boo. What are you doing here, punk? I run into Shinji. There are a few girls behind him making a small commotion. This is what fate does to a man, dude. It was quick. I was on site, literally.
やることもないくせにまだ残ってたの？ああ、そうか。また生徒会にごますってたわけね。いいね、エミヤは。部活なんてやんなくても内心稼げるんだからさ。
Shut up! I'm hanging out with my boyfriend. Bitch.
生徒会の手伝いじゃないぞ。学校の備品を直すのは生徒として当たり前だろ。使ってるのは俺たちなんだから。
Throwing hands before he's on screen. Good. It's what he deserves.
よく言うよ。エミヤに言わせればなんだって当たり前だからね。そういういい子ぶりが勘に触るって前に言わなかったっけ？
Shut up.
すまん。よく覚えていない。
Oh!
それ、シンジの口癖だと思っていたから。
Good.
どうも聞き流してたみたいだ。
Say that kind of stuff all the time. Yeah. Grr. Oh, so intimidating. Grr.
そうか。それじゃあ学校にあるものなら何でも直してくれるんだ、エミヤは。
Where's he going with this?
何でも直すなんて無理だ。せいぜい面倒見るぐらいだが。
I don't even think about you. Ass comment literally is like I don't even know who you are. Thanos line.
よし。なら頼まれてくれよ。
His pose is
う
crazy.
ちの弓道場さ、今割と散らかってるんだよね。弦も巻いてないのが溜まってるし、安土の掃除もできてない。
That's not exactly what I was talking about,
暇
pal.
ならさ、そっちの方もよろしくやってくれないかな。
No can do. I'm not in that
元
club.
弓道部員だろ。生徒会になんか尻尾振ってないで、たまには僕たちの役に立ってくれ。
Nah, sorry, pal. Not in the club anymore. Not my responsibility.
ちょっと先輩、それって先輩が藤村先生に言われてたことじゃなかった？
Not the background character chirping him too.
そうですよ。ちゃんとやっておかないと明日怒られますよ。でもさ、今から片付けしてたら店閉まるじゃん。そこの人がやってくれるんならそれでいいんじゃないの？
Let's just let him do it. Well, I wasn't offering to clean. Shut up.
悪いよ。それに部外者に後片付けなんかできるわけないし。
Exactly. Yeah, I can't clean everything. You gotta do it. Sorry.
そうでもないんじゃない？あの人元弓道部員だってシンジが言ってるしさ。任せちゃえばいいのよ。
Cut it out. What do you nobodies think you are? The girls behind Shinji are awfully chatty. They seem to be Kyudo members, but since I don't recognize any of them, they must be the members Shinji recruited recently.
じゃあ、あとはよろしく。鍵の場所は変わってないから、勝手にやっといてよ。文句ないよね、エミヤ。
Girl 3 sucks. We kill her too. The one who just talked the other one into making us do it. Unbelievable. You broads are yapping. That's crazy. I don't think you could say that. Yeah, I'm not in the mood. Sorry.
構わないよ。どうせ暇だったから、たまにはこういうのも悪くない。
Oh my god, bro. Issei was right. You can't say no to people. Oh my god.
サンキュー。それじゃあ行こうぜみんな。つまんない雑用はあいつがやっといてくれるってさ。
call this a clown. Punch him in the jaw. Remember what he did to Sakura? Oh my god.
待ってよ先輩。じゃああとはよろしくお願いしますね先輩。
I mean, I guess thanks for the good luck, but also fuck you. Man. Oh, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die if I don't go home. I gotta get out of here. I'm gonna die. I gotta go. I don't want to clean this place. I'm gonna fucking die. I don't want to be here. I cleaned the Kyudo dojo without any problems since I'm familiar with it. Damn it. It's a big room, so it took a while, but it was kind of fun cleaning the place I used to spend so much time in until a year and a half ago. Midway through, I considered trying to shoot a bit, but decided not to. It would be rude to the owner of the bow. If I want to shoot, all I have to do is bring in my own bow and visit. I look at the time, and it's way past curfew. It's a little after 7. The school gates must be closed by now, so there's no need for me to rush out. Now that I look closely, I don't remember the dojo being so dirty before. There's dirt and grime all over the place, like behind the bow rest in the club room.
ここまで来たら1時間も2時間も変わらないか。
An hour or two? Oh my god. I could know bitch if I was in Shiro's place because I would have beat Shinji's face. Yeah, dude. You think don't get pushed around by him. Insane. I hate him. Shiro is too easy. Insane. Already started, so we might as well clean every nook and cranny. See, this is how we're gonna continue getting taken advantage of. Or murdered. There is also a murderer on the loose. But that was probably a summon, right? A familiar servant. Sorry, that's the term. The wind is starting to pick up. It's so cold my cheeks start to sting. Ryuki typically isn't cold at night during the winter, but tonight's certainly an exception. My breath fogs the air with every exhale.
なんだ。暗いと思ったら月が隠れてるのか。
I look up and there's no light in the sky. The strong winds send the clouds speeding across the night sky. Curfew's long past, and there's no sign of life at the empty school. Not so much as the sound can be heard on campus, and it seems to be covered with colder air than any place in town. Because of the seals. Silent nights are such a vibe. True, they are cool in their own right. What was that? Was that the sound of someone with a lance and someone with a sword fighting? I think I heard something.
確かに聞こえる。
Archer
校庭の方か。
and Lancer. At night, under the frosty sky. So he'll be able to see them because he's a mage, right? Right? It's like JoJo stands. I think we established this. So he'll be able to see them, but like other people wouldn't be able to, I believe. Or maybe we still don't know exactly. No, I think they did say that. I think they did say that people wouldn't be able to see Archer. I guess I just got curious about the sound that broke the hushed silence, so I headed towards the sound to investigate. I go to the schoolyard.
人？
They were dematerialized. I don't know if anyone would see them. Well, true. But I meant, yeah, when they're materialized, I don't remember if other people could see them. I thought they said they couldn't, but I don't recall. It looks that way, at least from a distance. It's just so damn dark. I need to get closer if I want to find out more. The sound grows louder, more intense. I know that sound. It's clashing metal. It sounds like a fight.
バカバカしい。何考えてるんだ、俺。
What'd you just say? Did you say baka bakashi?
バカバカしい。
バカバカしい。
何考えてるんだ、俺。
Baka bakashi. They can make themselves visible or go back to spirit form, which a mage could sense. Okay. On a boat when they're materialized? Yeah, I don't recall that part either. I'm being stupid, obviously. Who would ever fight in a school courtyard with weapons like that? And then, probably a gut instinct that sensed the danger. Or maybe keeping out of sight as I approached was just a stroke of luck. Whatever the reason, I hid behind a tree big enough to conceal me and took a closer look at the source of the sound. Hey! The fellows are fighting. There. My mind froze. What? I can't comprehend what I'm seeing. A man in red and a man in blue. The two of them are clad in armor so ancient it's several steps beyond old-fashioned. It's a ridiculous sight, but their rapid, deadly movements make clear their fight's no joke. I don't understand. I can't even follow their movements. They're too fast. Their movements look so surreal my mind can't function properly. The sound of their clashing weapons is the only thing convincing me the two of them are actually fighting to the death. There's one thing I'm sure about. They're not human. They have to be something else. In the guise of humans. My magecraft training isn't why I know this. Anyone can see that these two aren't human. To start, humans just can't move like that. Nobody should get involved with whatever that is. I can feel their intent to kill, even from a distance. So get the fuck out of there! I'm going to die. My body instinctively knows before my brain kicks in that I just won't live if I stay here. My racing heart is proof of that. I sense they're living things designed only to kill. I don't know, he doesn't look that intimidating right here, but no knife or blade would be a match for whatever they're wielding. They're clearly meant only to kill. I suddenly remember yesterday's murders. The family that fell victim is said to have been killed by a bladed weapon. Damn. I shouldn't stay and watch another second. I can't move a muscle. I can hardly breathe. My mind is telling me to flee, but something else tells me they'll find me the second I move. More than any internal conflict, though, I'm just paralyzed. I'm more than 40 meters away from them, but I still imagine getting stabbed in the back with that spear. I can't breathe. Damn, isn't that what ends up happening? Get the fuck out. The sound stopped. The two figures separate and stand facing each other. Just as I'm starting to feel a sense of relief that the fight's over, another, stronger sense of malice creeps over me. My heart feels like it's shriveled up in my chest. The numbness in my body turns to convulsions, and I clench my teeth in an effort to compose myself. A nauseatingly high amount of magical energy flows into the man in blue. Kiritsugu once demonstrated to me how to draw in magical energy from one's surroundings. It was a kind of magecraft so beautiful that it impressed even an apprentice mage like me. But this is different. Same way, the simple act of drinking water can look revolting if done excessively. The man in blue appears to be binge eating. The sight is so extreme that anyone with magical energy would find it repulsive. He's going to die. The man in red is dead meat. The attack will be infused with more magical energy than anyone could possibly defend against. He's going to die. That inhuman, something in the guise of a man, is going to die. Didn't Rin say the exact same thing? Wasn't Rin like, Archer's going to die? But can I? You can't do anything. I mean, you cannot do anything. She was so sure. Yeah. I just remember like that bar for bar, like Archer's going to die, much like he was just saying like that man is he's going to die. Can I just let this happen? The question shakes me out of my paralysis. My body's suddenly free. I take a deep breath. You heard me breathe? The man in blue glares in my direction. Damn it! The man in blue crouches in a way that tells me one thing. Heard a breath from 40 meters away. That's crazy! I'm his new target. Dude, 6 exclamation marks is an understatement. We're fucked. My legs are moving before I even have the thought of running. The rest of my body finally realizes it's time to flee for my life, and suddenly, all my energy is being poured into doing exactly that. I don't remember where I ran through or how I got there, but I'm in the school building. Bakana. I mean, if you can find a hiding spot, maybe it's not bad. I regret my own actions as I huff and puff. I should have run toward town. I've got to be the world's biggest idiot, thinking I can escape by running into an empty building. A school of all places. There must have been other better places to hide. No, I mean, there's plenty of rooms and desks and closets and stuff, but like, I don't know. If you're just gonna be in the hallway, you're fucked. And what the hell convinced me I'd die if I didn't run to begin with? Maybe because of the bloodlust. My chest burns from all the running. I turn around, but I don't sense anything pursuing me. Don't let your guard down. The only sound is my own footsteps. I find a hiding spot. Finally stop. No, no, no. You're in a hallway. Or can hear a deep breath from 40 meters. I don't know how well he could hide. Well, don't breathe heavily and find a hiding spot. My feet can barely move another step. I gulp down lungfuls of air, trying to slow my heart down, and I breathe a sigh of relief. I survived. Oh, I don't know how to tell you this, buddy.
なんだったんだ今の
I try to recall what I just saw as I catch my breath. One thing's for sure. I definitely wasn't meant to see that. Things that looked human fighting in the schoolyard at night. So he didn't see Rin at all? That's all I can really remember. But I'd seen something else out of the corner of my eye. Oh, there.
もう一人誰かいた気がするけど
I can't remember what they looked like, though. Honestly, I couldn't afford to look at anything other than the two figures locked in combat.
これでともかく
Next line at every turn, classic Betty, literally. Everybody say 07 to our boy.
追いかけっこは終わりだろ
I don't know. The voice comes from right in front of me. Uh,
いや割と遠くまで走ったなお前
Thanks, I work out every morning. I can't breathe. My mind goes blank. I can't think. But I know that I'm going to die. Hey, buddy.
逃げられないってのはお前自身が誰よりも分かってたんだろう何やられる側ってのは得てしてそういうもんだ別に恥じることじゃない
Hey, hey, let's talk about this. Come on. Listen, I don't know who you are. I was just cleaning up the. I was just cleaning up that club room. And like, listen, I heard a sound saying what's up. Listen, you're not from here. I don't know who you are. Doesn't matter to me. I'm gonna go home. You go beat up that guy in red. It's we can both walk away from this. You know, no need to make any rash decisions here. And with that, he raises his spear.
運が悪かったな坊主ま見られたからには死んでくれよ
Nat one. Come on, man. Oh. No mercy, no compassion. His spear pierces my heart. Oh! I didn't even have time to dodge. No training I ever did prepared me for this. I knew I was going to die. I knew the spear was going to impale me, but I couldn't move. Bruh! Emiya! The world distorts around me. My body grows cold. Numbness creeps up from my fingertips into the rest of me. Bruh. All right, so a new theory literally just came to me as the blood spatter covers our screen. Is the magical energy that Rin ends up infusing Emiya with going to be what ends up summoning Saber? Because like I've been trying to think of like how the hell is does he actually pull off that the summoning? And like he clearly doesn't have the magical energy, and she heals him by infusing like half that vial. So like, you know, I would like to at least get to the summoning if possible, so we're gonna keep going. Cough up blood once. I felt like there should have been more. But it was just the one cough. That spear must have been special. My blood slows and grows stagnant. My heart just stops. All from a single strike of that spear. Do you remember what Rin said was and wasn't important for summoning a servant? Ugh, I do not recall. What's up, Dark? Welcome back. How's it going? I do not, but I just remember she put her whole Tosakasi into it, so we'll yeah, no worries. We'll keep going then. I can't see anything. I don't feel anything. I'm like a jellyfish floating in the dark sea at night. I stopped feeling pain long ago. The world has turned white. I'm the lone dark spot. So rather than being aware that I died, it just feels like everything around me has ceased to exist. Damn. It's a really interesting description of passing, huh? I know this. I experienced the same thing 10 years ago. This is what dying feels like. Not dead men tell no tales. If he said he knew what this felt like, does that mean that the same thing happened before? Did Kiritsugu infuse him with magical energy to save him before? And then Rin comes and does the same thing here? My eyes can't focus. Okay, well, why you victim blaming me? You didn't have to do that. I can only hear his voice. You didn't need to do that. He sounds so irritated. Afterwards, I hear footsteps fading down the hallway. My master's a nasty one. Who is your master? Voice suddenly disappears. He must have jumped out the window. Afterwards, footsteps I heard earlier stop. There's an awkward silence. Then footsteps again. I can't hear that well anymore.
追ってあっちゃ。ランサーはマスターのところに戻るはず。せめて相手の顔ぐらい把握しないと。
It's Rin. I don't know who's talking. I muster up all my concentration as my mind fades, but I still can't put my finger on it. All I can hear now is the sound of my breathing. My lungs must still be functioning. I hear a loud whistling sound come from my mouth, like a passing typhoon.
その割にはまだ死んでないってのはすごいな。
I sense somebody peering into my face. My breathing must be loud as the person reaches their finger out to try and close my mouth.
やめてよね。なんだってあんたが。
Why does it have to be you? Whoever it is, they grit their teeth, seemingly troubled. The moment I hear that sound, the person touches me without hesitation.
破損した臓器を偽造して代用。その間に心臓一つ丸々修復か。こんなの成功したら時計塔に一発合格ってレベルじゃない。
So she created a magical heart for him. That's how she did it. The voice sounds distressed, but at that moment, my fading consciousness finally flickers to nothing. Sensation returns to my body. Slowly, little by little, my bodily functions return like dewdrops trickling down a leaf. Drip, drip. What's going on? The person hovering over me, sweating, intensely focusing on where their hands are pressed against my chest. Oh, to be laying on the ground and have Rin Tosaka sweat dripping on you. Man, some people have all the luck, am I right? The next thing I know, the palm over my chest grows extremely hot. It's so hot my corpse jolts and my cold, stagnated blood starts to flow again. Or just got its heart destroyed with a spear. All right, but think of the positives, right? I sense the person take a deep breath and sits down. The male fantasy is to lay down under the snow, bleeding out. This is kind of there. You're right. Clink. I hear something fall. Nah, you're not heartless. You literally just saved him by giving him a heart. That was it. The person mocks themselves and leaves. My heart resumes beating, and then I finally pass out. But it's not the everlasting sleep I expected. I fall into a slumber bound to awake again. Is it your sword dream? What was that flashing light? I'm alive! I wake suddenly. I feel sick. My entire body aches. Every time my heart beats, a sharp pain stabs my head. People die when they're killed. Counterpoint number 1. Wasn't he the one that said that line? My intense headache prevents me from remembering anything. My body's cold and stiff, likely because I've been sleeping in the hallway for a long time. The only thing I can figure out is that the chest area of my uniform is torn, and my blood stains the hall floor. My head feels hazy as I get up. The spot where I'd been lying looks like a murder scene. Well, it was. It's like, man, that place where I was killed looks like a murder scene. Man, he really isn't all there, huh? Louis, thank you for the hydrate. Incredible intuition, Shiro Emiya. I will give him a break. He was just killed and then brought back to life, so it's fine. I give him a pass. Was my chest stabbed? What do you guess dying messes with your cognition and memory? Listen, let me bully him a bit. Let me joke around too. Punk. I fight down a surge of nausea as I head into a nearby classroom. Staggering, I open a closet and pull out a rag and bucket. Like barely alive, I guess. I'm so confused. I encountered something unbelievable, and it murdered me. But here I am, still trying to clean up after myself. How stupid can I be? Oh, he's cleaning up the blood on the floor. Oh, jeez. First things, yeah, his first thing is to clean his own blood. He is a sucker. Oh my god. Bullies traumatized orphan. Shut up. Just leave it. Comes back for the dead and cleans up his own murder scene. He's insane. I wipe at the floor with a rag I found. I managed to wipe off the blood, despite the incredible weakness of my whole body, then gather up everything scattered around the floor and shove it into my pockets. This may be my way of hiding out the evidence. I must be doing such stupid stuff because my head's all hazy. Through this situation, the more you want to do something normal to cope. Actually, that's valid. That's so true. Because, like, I guess for him, you know, being helpful in a sense is kind of like normalcy. Especially because he literally was just cleaning. Anyway, fucking Shinji indirectly killed us, so fuck him 6 times now. The pieces of my organs won't come off. Yeah, dude, there's like dismembered heart on the ground. How did you clean that up? With just a rag. I put the rag and bucket away and stagger out of the school like a zombie. My body heats up with every step I take. It's so cold outside, yet my body seems to be on fire. Yeah, you gotta look like an absolute... You gotta get like a coat or put something over your wound. Free protein's crazy. We make it all the way home? I thought he summoned her. I thought he summoned her at the school. By the time I reach my house, the date has changed. There's nobody in the house. Sakura and even Fujine left long ago. It's gonna get in trouble. I collapse on the floor. Lying on the floor is what lets me finally calm down a bit. I inhale deeply. My heart feels like it cracks every time my chest expands to draw in air. Actually, it's the opposite. It's not that my heart is cracking. The hole in my heart was just patched up, so expanding my chest opens the wound. Oh! No, don't get it twisted. You were dead. Actually, no, I guess, like, technically he was alive, because he was still breathing. But if she was any later, he would have been cooked. That's also not true. I wasn't almost killed, I was killed. Okay, I take back my previous statement. He was dead. But someone saved me, and now I'm alive. I would really like to thank them. Well, here, let me tell you this funny thing about what happens, Emiya. The next time you see them, you're responsible for her death. Isn't it funny how the world works, right? If they were in the area, it means they could be involved with the people fighting. But it still doesn't change the fact that they saved me. So I need to thank them properly one day. Quid pro quo. The moment I drop my guard, the pain returns. Oh. At the same time, nausea strikes me. Voice actor does a really good job, I gotta say. I cannot believe... Thank you so much, Perpetrator, for letting me know that Emiya starts out muted for some reason, because his voice actor does such a good job. I sit up to hold the nausea at bay. All these, like, nauseating and suffering sound effects are well done. I place my hand on my bare chest where the uniform is torn. I might have been saved, but my chest was, as a matter of fact, pierced. That feeling, the agony of the spear tip piercing my chest, isn't something I can easily forget. When I close my eyes, I feel the spear thrust again. I try to shake that delusion off, and I make every effort to regain my composure. Actually, the spinning room is starting to get to me, so I want to try and quickly get through this. Okay. I was getting like a little motion sick right there. Trauma level up. Woohoo! Just 2-8. Good. Inexperienced cessation of consciousness. Yeah. Well, I don't know, because he said he died. But I guess, like, technically he did not. This must be thanks to my nightly training. My thoughts clear as I take slow, deep breaths. The fever and nausea abate a bit. The man in blue and the man in red. They looked human, but I know they're not. They could have been ghosts of some kind, but I've never heard of ghosts having forms that allow them to interact with humans like that. And the thing was talking, which makes it a little harder to believe it was a ghost if it had a will of its own. From what I've heard, the only spirits that possess physical bodies are the elemental types, but I thought elementals didn't look human. It's so interesting learning about servants from someone who knows like everything about them, or, you know, knows a lot about them at the very least, to then someone who doesn't know jack shit about what's going on and is like, what the hell? There's a more fundamental issue. Those two were trying to kill each other, and there was a robbery and a murder at a house nearby. Eerie stuff like that had been plaguing Fuyuki lately. Little detective work? With all this in mind, the only conclusion I can come to is that the situation is out of my control. Well, at least you had that realization. Remember when you had half a mind to try and save Archer? I guess that was kind of whiny, but I'll put it down the patched up chest wound. But I'll put it down the patched up chest wound that still feels so raw. I can complain later. First of all, I need to decide whether I should get involved or not. How the hell The bell on the roof of the house rings. No matter what anyone says, this house is still a mage's house, a bounded field to sit around it. And if there's ever an intruder in the area, an alarm
こんな
rings.
時に泥棒が。
I berate myself for my own idiocy. Of course, it's not a burglar. Given the timing, right after that weird incident, there's definitely an intruder. It's no burglar. It's an assassin. They're here to take a life, not property. Because that man said so himself. You saw what you saw, so you gotta die. The house is dead silent. That same murderous intent I felt at school creeps closer through the hushed darkness. Brother. I gulp. A chill prickles like needles along my spine. Didn't Rin say something along the... Actually, that's why Rin... That's why Rin went back out, right? Because she was like, Lancer is gonna go kill him again. And that's why she went here. It's no illusion, and it's not my imagination. I know that the moment I leave this room, I'll be stabbed again. I desperately try to contain my scream. The instant I scream, the assassin will just leap right in and kill me. And that would be a repeat of what happened before. I'm not prepared. I'm going to be impaled again. Brother. My breathing grows labored as soon as that thought crosses my mind. I'm mad. I'm mad at myself for being afraid. And I'm mad of what I've put myself in a situation where I'll so easily lose my life after it was saved earlier the same damn day. Grit my teeth and hold my hand tight over my wounded chest to restrain myself. I think it's a Lancer to me. Oh wait, yeah, isn't Assassin another one of the classes? I need to get used to this. This is the second time. This is the second time I'm about to die. That alone motivates me not to die so pathetically as last time. Am I not a mage after all? Damn. Actually, isn't it like the third time? And if I can't even defend myself from this, what were my 8 years of training for? Yo! If they stab you through the same place and twice in the same day, that's a Balatro hand. Yeah, I kind of want to play Balatro again. I'm not going to agonize over complicated things anymore. Right now, I just need to drive away whoever's here. I may call myself a mage, but the only thing I can do is reinforce something that might work as a weapon. You need a weapon to fight after all. There's plenty of things that might work as a weapon in the storehouse, but I'm not anywhere near there. If I leave the living room and get ambushed, I'm just going to expose myself, and it'll be a repeat of what happened earlier. It won't be easy, but I've got to find a weapon here. Something long and thin would be good. My opponent's weapon of choice is a spear, so a knife would be all but useless. A wooden sword would be best, but I obviously don't have one just lying around. Something around here that might be suitable as a weapon. How about the poster? Yeah, the poster! I can't help but feel utterly dejected. But the desperation makes me all the more determined. The situation's so bad, it can't really get any worse. Then all that's left for me to do is move forward until I have no energy left. Trace on! I speak my incantation, and I inject magical energy into the rolled up 60-centimeter poster. I try to imbue as much magical energy as I possibly can into the poster to solidify it, since it needs to work as a weapon to go up against that spear. So he's just gonna end up summoning Saber? Is that what's about to happen? I focus my consciousness. Magical energy permeates the poster as if I'm staining its fibers with my own blood. So was this because hold on, because you can summon with like an item or something of a servant or something. So is this her poster? Moose, what's up? How's it going? Welcome in. Moose, how are you doing? How are things? You doing all right? Welcome, welcome.
構成歳出補強
I feel that I've hit the end. Right before magical energy spreads throughout the poster and spills out, I say.
トレースオフ
Trace off. I cut off my connection with the poster. I tremble with excitement. Did it work? The poster is hard as steel, but its weight remains the same as before. Turned out great for a hastily improvised sword.
食いって
Nice job, buddy. Let's go. Use a catalyst or raw dog it and get someone with natural affinity. Yeah. That's what we were talking about. We could theoretically summon Rin if we had her underwear. Yeah. I'm doing good. We're it's intense, Moose. We're trying to summon Saber, or we might be summoning Saber or something. How long has it been since my strengthening magecraft succeeded? I don't know, probably a hot minute. My magecraft hasn't worked ever since Kiritsugu died. And so for it to succeed at a time like this seems ironic. Well, you have more magical energy in you now, I believe. If you want to believe that, sure. It's true.
ともあれこれで
I may be able to defend myself. I at least have some discipline in swordmanship. I grip the poster with both hands and stand in the middle of the living room. If I stay here, I'm dead, but I don't think I can make it outside the mansion either. So I just need to head to the shed and make a stronger weapon there. Just as I start trying to hype myself up. Every hair on my body stands on end. No, it must be one of the items in the shed then. That's hers. Oi! I'm not sure when he got in, but the guy drops from the ceiling straight towards me. What the hell? A silvery flash strikes my head from above. I can only assume he came through the ceiling, and he descends on me, meaning to skewer my head. That's crazy! I roll forward in a frantic dodge. The man lands with inhuman grace as I clumsily roll out of the way. I stop myself quickly and get to my feet, makeshift sword at the ready. Is he looking at me like that? Yo, not gonna lie. The Dark Souls rolling. Why the long face? Look at how mad he is. Good. I'm glad he's mad. I hope you guys aren't mad, but I think that I feel like this is actually like a solid cliffhangery but solid-ish place to stop. Like I kind of want to put it right. I kind of want to pin it right here. Why this dog's so angry? Why this Lancer so angry? I kind of want to pin it right here, right as he breaks in. because then we'll dive back in and we'll see how this goes, and then hopefully we summon Saber, right? So that's my decision. That's where we're putting a pin. Right here, staring at Lancer. Yeah, time-wise, it's a good spot too. And I mean, we were initially only going to do right until he got killed, so we went a little further. But awesome. Cool. Okay, let's head back over here. Let me get some music going. Oop. I said, let me get some music going. All right. You guys, thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate it, whether you're lurking, chatting here the whole time, you're part of the time. Thank you for the support. Insane dramatic sense, literally just perfect. The edging, insane. But all right, fellas, just a quick reminder, we will be back tomorrow night for some Arc Knights Enfield. We're gonna be live probably around like I said, probably like 7:30 Eastern to gear up for go live, which is very exciting. And then we'll be back Thursday and Friday all day streaming Enfield. Very fun rest of the week. Really looking forward to it. So yes, thank you guys for hanging out. Already wrapping up on YouTube side, so everybody say bye. YouTube, thank you for hanging out. I appreciate you guys. Wrapping up. I don't know why I literally as if you guys could see, I every time I say bye YouTube, I am literally waving my hand like a little princess. But it's as if anyone could see me wave my little hand. But bye YouTube, thank you for the support over there. Bye YouTube, see you later. Bye YouTube. All right, and then on Twitch side, we're gonna be